testing.
Check. All right.
Testing.
Whoops.
Testing.
There we are. Making sure we're good.
Oh, we fucking good, baby.
I hope so. Let's see. Actually, I got a couple things going.
All right. While you're doing that, I'm gonna pee real quick and turn on the cabinet because I keep forgetting to turn that on every episode.
Oh, what up, Juice?
Gobble, baby.
Juice said immediately we're in. All right, buddy. All right, bud. Oh. Sorry, hold up. What's up, chat box? Maybe Gore. He may or may not show up. So if he does in the event, I'm actually gonna step out because, dude. All right, I love hanging you out up here, but you are too excited. You're gonna hop back right up here. I know you. But I have to cram for an exam, so the payoff was that, dude. Oh my god. The payoff was that if he hops on, I'll hop off, and they finish up the podcast. So we'll see how that goes. They finish up the podcast. Well, audio is good. Oh my god, buddy. Hey. Chill, buddy. What up, chatbox? How you been? Chill. Good lord. Don't show the camera that. What's wrong with you? Chilling like always. Hell yeah. I hope this guy is like able to calm himself.
Only one correct answer. Marvel, baby.
All right. Are we gonna step?
Take us for a ride.
Gonna take you for a ride. Chat box is in chat. Chat box. Chat box in the chat box.
Chat box in the chat box. This could be a good start of a tongue twister.
Chat box in the chat box is like literally the best podcast name if you're doing a solo podcast. Like literally the.
Chat box. When are you gonna start podcasting? When are we gonna be watching you one day?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Adorable cat. Let's go.
Yeah, he needs to chill the fuck out though.
He's orange. He doesn't know what chill is.
There's
one brain cell, and it's only used for making friends.
Yeah, and the fact that all the most orange cats are boys means that they're actually stupid.
Exactly.
Brain
cell.
Exactly. Let's see. Now, before I do this, what's my volume on here? Because this is not. Talk.
You fucking talk.
All right, perfect.
What are you doing? All right.
All right, let's do this.
I'm on the fucking second burnt trailer park, so.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to the Blue Reese Podcast, episode number 194, The Return. The Return.
Did it. We're still alive.
It sucks losing that streak, but you know what? It also feels like a weight's been lifted off it. And you know what? I feel good that we came back to it because, pardon me, for the 2 weeks, 1 week I was like, all right, 2 weeks. But heads up, there might be weird scheduling stuff. I was telling David for a little while before this, there is like, the next like 6 weeks of my life are going to be hell. But once we get over that bump, once we get like past March, then we should be good. And everything should be back to cherry and we should be back to...
Potentially. because I didn't get a chance to talk about my stuff, but I'm working on my certifications for work as well, actually.
Nice.
So I have 6 network security administration certs I'm working on. So for the next like 4 months or so, I will also be, when I'm not doing sysadmin work during the day and during the nights. That's also why we've also had a fluctuating schedule for those kind of tuning in. We've all just had mismatched schedules from life. It happens, you know.
Now, well, hey,
That's
shout out to us for like managing to avoid that for almost 4 years.
yeah. I mean, we did good, and then you know, you and I entered into very demanding jobs, and you know,
And Gore's a god.
Gore is a god. The man has a lot to do. He disappears. He's kind of like the doctor. You know, he's never there when you expect him to be, but goddamn, he's always there when you need him to be.
Exactly. Well, I should say at least regular podcasting and a schedule of some sort of will be on my channel once more. In fact, I'll probably be streaming a lot more now that that happens. Essentially, all I'm doing is I graduate in May, but like I got the string of just of the I got the biggest string of exams. The big one is in March, and I get past that, I'm literally just chilling. All I gotta do is pass 2 classes, and they're pretty easy, so I'm good. But that's all we're focusing on. In fact, this week I knew it was kind of rough, and then we had a 2-hour delay.
Yep.
But then, so it's weird. So we have 2-hour delays, but then we take on this other section of the city, and they get canceled sometimes because snow gets really bad there, and it could be like 2-hour delay, and everyone except those guys have to come to school, which means that then let's just ballpark 50%. I don't know. Let's ballpark 50% of our school is excused for the day. That means 50% of our 50% are going to show up. So essentially, you're getting 25% of the school that shows up, and it's like, I'm not teaching a lesson, so because I'm not going to teach a lesson to just 25% of the students that are showing up. Also, I don't want to punish them for showing up by making them do a bunch of work. So we'll talk about it in a second, actually. But for some of the classes, it's been a straight up just movie day. So I was like, all right, here's Toy Story. Fuck it. I got to organize my desk so I can not think about work when I go home so I can study. Big shout outs.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Let's just jump into it. David,
Hell
what'd you
yeah.
got?
All right, actually, I got quite a bit to show off this time because I've had a little stockpile of things going on for different reasons. So first, this is my first game in this game library. I still need to get one of these devices. I've wanted one in my collection for a long time, but weirdly, there's a string of Chinese knockoffs for this gaming device that have been becoming oddly very popular in the last couple of years. So it's actually harder to get your hands on a legitimate one. But the first game in this game library I have, Super Monkey Ball for the N-Gage.
Hell yeah. You and
Yeah,
Gore
my
on that
first
N-Gage.
game. I mean, there's only like 30, I think, some odd games in the N-Gage library. So because of that, I kind of want to just get all of them because fuck it, why not?
What's the priciest one?
I think the priciest one goes for like $200-300.
It's not bad.
It's not horrendous. I mean, I already own games far more expensive than that in my collection, and
Right.
I certainly spent more than that on games before. So, games that I did not spend a lot on though. I've gotten into a kick lately of where I make far less than I used to.
Hell yeah.
I'm a lot more conscientious of scrolling through the eBay than I was before.
Which is probably good.
It's good. It gives me an excuse to be a lot more conscious of just kind of what I'm.
We mentioned that. I think we mentioned it on the podcast. I'm pretty sure we had that 5-hour podcast where we talked about pretty much everything.
Yeah.
But I'm getting into the kick of just downsizing and like really making my collection just as meaty as possible.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I think we did talk about that because I mentioned that I was working on selling a lot of my stuff, which we'll get into what I use that money for here in a second as well.
Hell yeah.
But I'm trying to focus my library more on stuff that either is part of a series I have an active interest in, or at least a genre that I know that I want, or a weird novelty. So
Sure.
just kind of keeping it to those three things.
Because
series I actually like, a weird novelty, or something that is at least in a genre I know I'll eventually play.
1 sec.
So that's kind of what I've been trying to do with my collection. So
Gore said he'll be on in about 10 or so.
hell yeah, I love that, man. I'll have to go watch his reaction of that when that goes live.
So the way I think about it is there's been I look at the stuff that I like, because I think if you think about this too, think about the stuff that you just don't give a shit and calculate how much that's worth, and just think of like a grail of yours, and you're like, I could transfer this stuff that I don't care about into the grail.
And that's surprisingly, again, I got a good hearty stack for just trading in sports games.
Now, like this stuff, like the arcades, I like them a lot. Like I would keep them, but like I think about that sometimes. I'm like, and I stand by where I'm at. But I this is the easiest example versus like me nitpicking and cherry picking a bunch of stuff. I'm like 3 arcades, or I could have had Cubivore.
Well, that's just it. And I've kind of honestly started doing that and kind of looking at like all my collections, because I collect books, I collect movies and TV series. Not as heartily as I collect games, but I mean, I still got, 1,000+ movies in my collection and TV series. I have like 500.
I've calmed on the movies. The movies I used to buy a lot, I've calmed on them a lot. I think Gore has too. Gore mentioned he pretty much buys strictly during Black Friday. I've calmed on those a lot. And then books, I don't know, I'm a sucker for a nice looking book.
I am too, but I also know that, I don't read as much as I should as it is, so I'm trying to get rid of the stuff I know.
Did you know?
I've read it and I know I'll never revisit, or...
Speaking of that, did you know Junji Ito has a Netflix series?
He's got a couple of them. And
does he?
None of
Holy
them
shit.
Good.
What about the recent one?
I don't know about the most recent one, but I know they did do Uzumaki as a anime, and they did kind of like a shorts collection of his stuff. It just didn't translate well into animation. It felt very cheap. It looked like shit, and it lacked all of the depth of his artistic style and a lot of the creepiness of it.
So he has like a short story collection thing on there now, though, which totally seems like it would work.
Well, they did that before, because this is the second short story collection of his they've done.
Okay.
Because they did one a while back of some of his smaller stories. Like, I think Tomoe is in there, and I think... what was it? I think Censor is in there as well as an adaptation. Which actually I thought Censor was actually kind of one of his weaker ones. It's the kind of unfortunate thing that unfortunately some mangaka styles just don't translate well into anime, because they actually, really think about how they're committing to the medium of a black and white comic. Honestly, as much as I like the 90s anime adaptation of Berserk, comparing that against Morita's actual drawings is fucking night and day difference. A level of obsessive detail he put into his work is not going to be matched by an anime studio in any way, shape, or form. And while the 90s anime is still a good way to kind of like get a feel for Berserk, the manga is still 100% if you want the full raw experience of it.
Raw.
Only talking about art, not even talking about the story, but just the art alone.
Well, the books are presented. The books are so fucking nice to have. Like, they look so nice on a shelf. They're big motherfuckers, though.
They are, and that's kind of why I still haven't picked any of them up. I really want to start doing that at some point before they start to hike up in prices.
Yeah.
Well, like, I have the Battle Angel Alita collection and the Claymore collection over here, and I have nowhere to put them. We have 5 massive bookshelves that are basically like as tall as these, but kind of wider, full of books, and we still have nowhere else to put all our other books. So we need to figure out a better solution for books. And before I go justifying buying a lot more.
Right.
And that's the harsh part, especially because those heavy meaty boys, all my art books are already collapsing one of the bookshelves we have just because they're so fucking thick.
Thick.
So I'm concerned about those because I know we're also gonna work on getting all the Helsing books that are like that as well.
You know what you need to do
which-
is eventually do one of those things where you like make the wall the shelf.
We've talked about that. It's hard because eventually we're gonna sell this place. This is definitely not where we're staying long term. This is probably gonna be maybe 5-6 years tops that we're still staying at this house. But we already know that for what we're planning long term, this is not gonna last us. She wants a dedicated art room. I really want dedicated server room. And we would also like to have parking of some kind.
This
would
is
like
true.
to
I can't
actually
confirm.
own-
David's house doesn't really have parking.
I have no land. My land consists of a tree that overtakes the electrical wiring. I've called the power company, be like, bro, I don't trust myself cutting this. Can you come deal with it? And the response I got back was, well, do you still have power? And I was like, yeah. And the response was, well, we'll get to it eventually. That was like 6 months ago.
Tell them you don't
So
have power then.
Well,
Tell
I mean,
them-
if I don't have power, then they'll deal with it.
Tell them you have intermittent power. That way you can cover yourself whenever they're here and you have power. Just say, yeah, it cuts out a lot though.
I might try that because it is genuinely concerned that eventually on a bad weather day, and we thought it was going to happen today, because we've had storms honestly off and on like every other day here.
Yeah.
But no, it's a concern because
Hell
the branches
yeah.
are now starting to wrap around the power
Let's go.
lines, and they're thorny. So
Really quick, let's go in the chat. Is it gay to make out with your homie?
no, it's only gay if the balls touch.
This is true. Have y'all played Ragnarok yet? I
No.
got done with the game this weekend. I sat down. I'm like, you know what? It is 11 a.m. I'm going to just sit down and play God of War. Sat down, booted up, played it for about 1 minute. I'm like, I am really not in the mood to play God of War.
I'm waiting for it to be $20. It'll inevitably within a year be $20. I'll grab it then.
I just really do not like the idea of how long it is.
How long is it?
It's like 50 or 60 hours.
Really?
It's like it's an open world. Like you got side quests up the ass now.
That's so they went basically the full like
Yeah.
action RPG route.
It's a big old game now. So, then David, can you move in with Gore?
I mean, he's free to live in the basement.
30, 50 hours? I heard it was like on the upper end of that. Also, I'm a slow player though, so I'd probably be on the upper end of that. All right, David, show me that thing you got.
All right. Well, I mean, I got a lot of stuff. So I showed off the N-Gage games. So going to what I was saying earlier, I'm trying to be a lot more cognizant of just getting deals on eBay. So what I do now is I search for everything that is in the video game category, and I select auction, and I sort by lowest, and I just have a $5 limit on just about everything I throw down for. So I managed to get a couple things I genuinely want with my collection so far. I've gotten kind of lucky on some of them. So two of those are these. These are special edition discs for Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner and Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner Soul Hackers, the original Sega Saturn versions. And these are kind of like compendium discs where they give you a kind of full model viewer so you can take your time looking through the whole gallery of all the demons and characters. A little extra story beats thrown in there. I think actually the Soul Hackers one might even have like a special boss fight in there or something. Unfortunately, there's no translation stuff for these at all. But where I collect SMT stuff and I'm working on doing that whole history of everything SMT, those are things that eventually I just want physically in the collection.
Right.
Speaking of other things, I like rhythm games, especially, we'll get to that a bit in the stuff we've been playing lately. But I have it's kind of like racing games for me. racing games and rhythm games are games I not always want to play, but whenever I'm in the mood, I just fucking want to go through one.
Fucking play.
And so where I've been in a rhythm game mood, and also because it falls into that category of like a niche game or a niche kind of category of stuff I want to get, I picked up Dance Factory, which is an iToy game. And kind of like how I'm working on getting all of the Kinect games, I do want to go and get all of the iToy games.
How many iToy games are there?
I think there's like 15, 16, something like
Oh,
that.
I thought that was a lot more. All right. Yeah, that's fine.
No, there's not that many. This I managed to snag for like, I think it was like $3. These I got for the SMT game collection things I got for like $3 each.
Hell yeah.
This I got also really dirt cheap. Normally this goes for a bit more, but the front case bit falls off. It doesn't have the bottom sealy bit there. It's broken. But it is Neon Genesis Evangelion Second Impression, which is interesting. So Neon Genesis Evangelion, Gainax, the company that produced it at the time, had a weird partnership with Sega, which is why in the anime you'll see the Sega Saturn and a couple other Sega consoles and stuff in there. And they were one of the few companies that were allowed to create merchandise around the series. And so they produced a lot of video games around the time. There's like 5 or 7 games for the Saturn, and then there's like maybe 4 or 5 on the Dreamcast. And they're all, not all, but a lot of them are connected to the lore. So like Second Impression actually goes through and expands a lot of the lore and the universe settings of the main story. And they're the only way you actually get some of the information about the Angels and about a lot of what goes on in the greater scheme of Evangelion.
Hell yeah.
Shout outs in the chat, 2Pro4 Games. Hi Adrian, David, how to get your username? If you have a story, I'll explain that in a second. And Sega Startup Noise is childhood. Sega Genesis, definitely is ingrained in my brain quite a bit.
Carlos with the sub. What's up, Carlos?
Hell yeah. As for how I got my username, like every username I've used online ever for most part, it's a tabletop character. I was in a tabletop game that I got to play as a sorcerer, and my sorcerer's name was Durandal Joyu. So
Her name was Duracell Joystick.
That's right, Duracell Joystick. Another game I got for like $2-3 on eBay there. Complete a box as well. Kessen, fantastic little.
Is the gated Kessen your homie?
Hell yeah. And then this I managed to get sealed for like $3, which was kind of neat. Very underappreciated RTS on the PC. I have it on Steam, but again, I managed to talk the person down to $3 for getting a sealed copy of it. So I was like, fuck it, why not? Earth 2160. So now I just give to.
You talked him down from how much?
From 12
to how much?
3.
You talked him from selling it for $12 to $3.
Funniest part is there was no shipping cost associated on the eBay listings, and it cost him because he had the little sticker on the front, $5.50. So he paid me $2.
Oh, you better give him some like really good feedback for that.
Yeah, I did. Basically, as long as it comes in relatively the shape I expect it to from the pictures, I always leave full 5 stars. Would buy from again.
How
the most generic.
Wait, hold on.
He had that listing up for like 3 years, and so I was like, "Bro, I'll fucking take it." And he's like, "All right, whatever."
But
because he's like, "Oh, well, I'll take it for." I initially put in for 3, and then he's like, "All right, well, I'll do 10." No, 3. No. All right, well, 7. I'm not budgeted from 3.
5. 5 would have been fair. No. 5 for free shipping would have been fair for me.
It would have been fair. He still would have paid 50 cents for it.
Yeah, but $5 I would have.
The guy was willing to do it.
Yeah, I would have felt bad about that though. I would have felt bad.
I felt bad after I realized how much was spent on the shipping, but at the same time, like, fucking know your cost. I don't know. You're the one that couldn't move that for like 3 years on eBay. I'm gonna take advantage of it.
Hmm. All right, what else you get?
So this next stack of games, uh, when I went ahead and traded in all those sports games and all the Call of Duty games I had in my collection. Again, I got rid of them because I realized I was just holding on to them for the sake of inflating the shelves, as opposed to because like I'm never gonna fucking play Call of Duty games, never gonna play sports games aside from like wrestling games and Blood Bowl and shit like that. So got trade all those in. Managed to get a good $100 out of all the ones I had in my collection.
Hell yeah.
So I got all of these. Basically, I still ended up with like $2 left over in my store credit to the shitty game store that I go to every so often, just because they rake you over the coals for a lot of their prices on things. But these were in basically like buy X get X kind of categories for some of these. So like,
Sure.
why not? So to have completed box again, Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition. Very excited to have that completed box again. Star Wars Battlefront 2, The Bouncer,
Hell yeah.
got Street Fighter Cross Tekken, complete a box again. And then these are new additions to my collection. All those other ones were just to have them complete a box. So basically, the loose discs are going back to them. Fuck them. And then I'll just repeat the cycle, which is the only reason why I go there is because basically I buy from them the complete box version, sell them back to loose, and recoup a little bit of the cost from there. I fucking hate when people do this, and I think this may have even been an old GameStop one because I know GameStop did this shit for a long time. But I got Twisted Metal Black, but they put the fucking sticker on the cover art. Any game
Usually,
store that does that is literally the devil.
yeah, they did that and they got like easier, like very easy to peel residue ones, and then they stopped doing it entirely, which was better. But yeah,
And then Tekken Tag Tournament. I have the PS3 version, but I figured fuck it, I love Tekken, and so gonna go ahead and get the PS2 original there.
hell yeah.
And then these last three games that I got here are all games that were restocks of games that were out of print. Uh, One I already had loose, and this was just me getting it to get it complete again. But because I've already beat the game, unless I really decide to go back to it, I'm probably keeping it sealed just in case. Just whatever. One is staying sealed because I have it digital, and I have no need to. Actually, I have it digital on PS4 and Steam, so I really have no need to open it, so it'll stay sealed. And then the other one has been dummy fucking expensive for whatever reason, and I snagged this while I had the chance to get it as part of this reprint. So Berserk and the Band of the Hawk,
Oh yeah, I was thinking about that one.
Earth Defense Force 5.
I remember I bought that game for you and I literally just can't find it. I still have your game. I still have your copy of XCOM literally right here actually. That board game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
One day.
figure that out eventually.
One day. Yeah. So your copy of it, I was gonna tell you, but I don't even. It's gonna pop up somewhere now. Now that I know you bought it, it's gonna literally pop up somewhere.
It was new for 30. I couldn't turn that up,
Yeah. Well, that's how
Same
much
thing
it
with-
was. Remember, you missed it for that. That was initially like 2 years ago now.
Yeah, and then it went up to like 60, 70, somewhere around there. Same thing with the copy of Berserk. I think that was like 60.
It was
for
expensive.
new. Yeah. And then this game, before the reprint went live, was still around the like 200 area. Now it's dropped down to like 150, but still more than double what I paid for it sealed. And that's Blue Reflection.
I'm gonna grab that because I heard a lot of things about it. What is it exactly? Because I've heard about it way back.
It's a RPG that's basically Sailor Moon the RPG. It's Magical Girl RPG nonsense.
But it was well received though, right?
Yeah, it was very well received, but for whatever reason, the original release of it just had a very limited run, and they didn't tell people ahead of time like, "Hey, we're only printing X amount." They
Right.
basically just printed X amount, released it, and then people were like, "Huh, suddenly this is hard to find," and because of that, shot up like crazy. And found that for $70 new. which again still was far fucking cheaper than what it still goes for.
Yeah.
On
So, well, I mean,
eBay.
we can say it's not like we're finding it. They're doing reprints of it. Was it VGP?
Yep.
And they do that. They do the cool thing, which is they order the stuff that's obviously out of print that has a small, like, niche enough demand, but like you'll get it. So like Attack on Titan on Switch, that's $100 game. They reprinted that.
Yeah, and I like that they also have they try to like gather a bunch of copies of the like limited run and special reserve and all of them, so they can also be another great avenue that if you miss some of those games, you can find stuff there too.
Yeah. Well, are they marking it up, or are they is
No.
or no? Is it they buy the ones that are not limited.
Sometimes
Open
they will get
pre-orders.
some of the limited stuff.
I don't know how I feel about that, but if it's like an open pre-order, then yeah, buy it. That's fine. Um, but yeah, they've been cool about Blue Reflection because they said they're gonna everyone that wants a copy is gonna get a copy. They're gonna keep ordering them, but they're gonna trickle out there. But they said pretty much if you want a copy, you'll get a copy. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Which is good. I like that sort of
Like truly, if I had fuck you money in the world, that would be one of the things I would do. Is I would just keep trying to re-snag licenses and be like, all right, fuck it, everyone gets copies. Fuck your secondary.
plumbers don't wear ties. It'd finally be out.
Yeah, where the fuck is that limited run, huh? You fucking cucks.
Damn.
Also, where the fuck is Dracula X? Where's
Also,
that?
where's David's order, huh?
Yeah, where's my order? I know it's at the post office right now, but fuck you. Should have had it like sooner than that. The goddamn sale was what, January 1st, January 2nd, some bullshit like that.
Yeah,
Here
you
we
know,
are almost at the end of the month. Fuck
I definitely want to visit that retail store, but I just don't know how I feel about limited run. I've been not really into them. I saw like a couple videos on it, and it made sense, especially because like they're connected to all the shitty games they print, and the shitty games they print are all super limited run. They end up becoming pretty valuable.
But then suddenly there's like random amounts that leak out even further. So there's
Yeah,
sort of like,
there's some
how
weird
many
shit.
actually exist.
There's some weird shit.
That was one of my resolutions this year. Is I know as a collector I suffer from FOMO quite a lot, and that's how I ended up with so many games that I don't inherently care about. Is my brain goes, yeah, but when am I gonna find that again?
If I
Like, what
ever
if I
want it,
want
I'll
that
never
again?
have it.
Exactly. And that's one of my resolutions. One was to pare down all my collections, try to streamline it a bit more, and the other is to try to not cave into so much FOMO. Genuinely not getting shit unless I really think I have an actual interest in it.
Right. Hell yeah.
But yeah, so that is everything. Oh, and digitally, I got the Breakers collection on Steam. Shouts to Keymailer, the last Keymailer game I'll ever get, because they are now also far more strict on TikTok. And TikTok, hilariously, was the only reason why I qualified for Keymailer games. So shout outs Keymailer.
Interesting.
The last thing I'll ever get from you guys.
I'm just avoiding that as much as actually it's interesting. I willingly downloaded TikTok the other night because there's someone on there that's doing the chicka dance every day until he gets a girlfriend, and he's about he's almost 1100 days in. So he's been doing it since before COVID was shut us down, and he's doing it. He's doing it, and I was like, you know what? I made a TikTok. I did just reserve my name way back when. Usually, what I'll do things when there's something new, I'll pop in to reserve my name and dip out. Which, by the way, shout out to Twitter. They've been banning all my old accounts for that. But hey, that's fine. As long as if I can't have them, no one can have them. Whatever.
Yeah, fuck y'all.
Yeah, but I went downloaded it and I just couldn't log in and just couldn't find my login information. I was logged in with a random email that I don't know what email is. But I'm like, all right, fuck it. I really don't give a shit that much, so I was 100% never getting it.
Yeah.
I was literally gonna be on there, just have my one follow be the chicka guy dance, but that's it. Okay,
I started just because the fiance uses it a lot and would send me a lot of shit. So I'm like, fuck, it's easier to have an account.
It is.
And I realized that it's a good cross promotion opportunity. And sadly, I do genuinely get a hell of a lot more views on there than my YouTube. I'll get hundreds of views on TikTok for the same amount of content that I get tens of views on YouTube.
First thing Gore hears is TikTok. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Wait, hold on.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Wait, hold on.
Hold these nuts, please.
Shut
Fuck.
up.
I need another welfare mom. God damn it.
I don't know what that means.
Never thought we'd hear the day that Durando Joyu would be big on TikTok.
Stop calling him
Hell
fucking Durandal Joyu. What the fuck? Why do you name himself that on fucking Discord too? Has that been your name the entire time?
It's been my name ever since I dropped my original handle. So for like 15 years, maybe.
I forgot Discord's been out for 15 fucking years. That's not what I asked.
Well, no, I mean yes, it has always been Durandal Joyu on Discord. But yeah, no, because I went by another name.
I don't
back
care.
in the
Stop
day. Yeah,
talking.
you stop
I don't
talking.
care.
But who I've been talking to this entire time.
Fucking
Alright,
God
let me
damn.
do this shit.
That'll never not be funny. I don't give a shit.
Huh?
Hey, Chris, what'd you buy?
I didn't really get anything out yet.
Fucking
I
whip
was
out your
fi- I was-
cock.
Hell yeah.
Good man.
Yu-Gi-Oh! I've
Yu-Gi-Oh.
been getting crazy into more box GBA games, so I decided to finish up some of the ones I really want to get. So I got Harvest Moon.
And
Friends of Mineral
Bug
Time.
Martians.
Well, I already have that.
Hell yeah.
WarioWare.
Ooh, that's a nice box.
I only get nice boxes. Advance Wars.
Yeah, I saw you posted.
Yeah,
that
I
on
hope
Twitter.
I hope
I'm
they
fucking
remake that game
jealous
one
of
day.
that.
Yeah, I hope so too. All right, I'll try to get that. I have Advance Wars 2. I already had that though. I got Yu-Gi-Oh.
Are you collecting all the Yu-Gi-Oh games?
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
And then this piece of shit Yu-Gi-Oh board game.
Destiny Duel or Dual Board Destiny or whatever.
Destiny board Traveler. This game sucks.
Yeah.
Fucking
You're
nuts.
doing the better version of me where I'm collecting all the Yu-Gi-Oh games, but I just got loose versions of it.
Oh, okay. Well, most of these already had loose versions, so I bought boxes.
How much are the
I had this.
boxes?
I had this. The box for what was it? These two I got just the boxes for Sacred Cards and Tournament 2004. I think I paid only 30 for both of them.
Oh, that's
so-
not
Yeah,
bad.
honestly,
Hey.
a lot of GBA games, unless you're going for like Pokemon or other big Nintendo games, are actually still pretty cheap.
Hey, what did you just install a shelf? Because that was also
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That was tripping me up for a second.
Yeah. No, I was pulling these out of my fucking wall.
Hell yeah.
I punched
Fucking
a wall.
stashes them away
I-
like a goddamn coke cap.
Yeah, I did a Kyle. I just punched a fucking hole in my wall, in my drywall, and shoved everything in there. There you
I can't take
Not-
this shit no more.
go. Yeah. Kyle in spirit, that guy is.
Yeah.
Pepperoni and cheese.
Oh no, he died again.
Probably.
Oh wait, no, it's Boogie that dies all the time.
No, yeah, Wings
Anyway.
Wings just had his PSN account hacked again the other day, so he lost
Hell
it.
yeah.
I don't
Big
care.
shoutouts.
Anyway, I don't care. He'll make another one.
Uh,
Gone.
what else? Do you
Anyways.
have anything else you want to mention? You got a nice little game that's not anyone else could play right now.
Well, I think a lot of people can play it. It's just none of y'all normies can play it.
I saw it too late. They already sold
well,
out.
All right.
Same.
Yep. What? I fucking said it when there was like 10 left. I don't know.
Yeah, no.
But it doesn't mean we got to it when there was still 10 left.
Someone looked at the message. I know I saw it. So
That wasn't me.
Look at these nuts.
I will look at your nuts and I will fucking laugh at them. All right.
Just
All right. This isn't everything, but it's been like a
oh, game of the year. I see it.
Forspoken.
Hell yeah.
I'll talk about this. Did you already do? What did we do first? This or the player?
Yeah,
I
this.
forgot. Okay.
Yeah, we're in the where we do this first again.
Hell yeah.
What's in here?
Forspoken.
Modern Warfare. No. Actually, what's in Forspoken? God of War.
Hell yeah.
I hate doing that shit too because it's just a fucking like it's a rabbit hole until I get to the game that I want to get to. Oh, what's this game? All right, cool.
I slimmed down on playing too many disc games at one time, so
Hell yeah.
so I don't do that too much. I got some limited run stuff. Shoutouts limited run. No controversy whatsoever right now for limited run.
Nope,
Uh,
none.
and not a single thing. But I ordered these during their blowout sale, so
Same.
I
I'm
got,
still waiting on mine. They're sitting at the post office.
I got Terminator Resistance for PS5, the collector's edition. Why are they at the post office?
Because we've had a snowstorm like every other day,
So
so
That's not an
everything
excuse.
shuts down.
so go get your games. Those are yours. Don't be a bitch.
No, I'm lazy. They'll be here
Super
eventually.
Sammy roll.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Cat fucker. What is this?
Hell
Cat
yeah.
Lateral damage
Fucker.
remaster. Cat fucker.
EX.
I had this game, but they had the exclusive packs or some shit. I don't fucking know. They had like a exclusive cover for it, so I said fuck it. It was $10. Senko no Rondi.
Oh yeah, the competitive shmup. It's a fun game actually.
I don't care. Planet of the Apes, Last Frontier. Had to get that because I like Planet of the Apes, and PlayLink is there's not too many of those PlayLink games, so complete the collection of like 6, but whatever.
Where are those again?
Those are the ones they tried
The
to
phone?
do a Jackbox thing.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
the phone and shit. Hidden Agenda was one of them.
That's that's you, or is it that's you?
That's you. Knowledge is power. That obviously. There's a couple other ones.
Hidden
I
Agenda
forgot
you
about.
had.
Yeah, Hidden Agenda. There's I think a couple more, but there's more, but I don't know. Oh, I got this. This was really cool. I
You
did
didn't
an
get
unboxing.
Lawbreakers?
I already had Lawbreakers. I'm a fucking
Oh.
I'm a true Lawbreakers.
Yeah, he's a true
aficionado.
lawbreaker.
Yeah, I got this right here. This was a really
Yeah.
cool
Oh yeah.
care package thing that the developers of Wanted Dead sent me, which I thought was really cool. They
Were
sent me
you
an
talking to
email
them or
saying-
what?
No, they sent me a message, and I mean, I guess yeah, but I didn't. It's not like I asked them. They sent me a message on my email. I was like, hey. At first, I thought it was like a fake thing, but then I read it. I was like, no, this sounds because I got a lot of those. But they were
Yeah,
like,
I'm a hot Brazilian woman with big titties. Give me your
Yeah.
social security number,
well, that's what-
please.
yeah, so I gave it to them, and then they sent me this. So that's cool. All right, I think
It
that's
took my
worth it.
entire social security account, but fuck it, I
Yeah,
got this
that's
cool
fine.
game.
But I got
I won't know
I got-
what retirement is.
I got
but
this cool grenade thing. There you go.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Hell
It
yeah,
came with,
shout
like,
out
a
to
bunch of
them.
Other shit, some vinyls and shit. It was cool. And a cookbook, which is funny.
Oh,
The game, I keep hearing really good things about that game too. So. I'm
Hell
excited
yeah.
for it. I was hey, when that game's good, remember your boy Gore said it would.
Yeah.
Remember, nobody's talking
okay.
about that game right now.
Can I put your quote on the box cover still? Like, is there time?
I hope so.
And
It's
then
fucking
refer it back
sick.
to this podcast specifically.
There you go.
It was
Remember,
just-
when no one else was saying anything, I told you it was good.
Yeah,
David
Oh,
did.
the
Gore-
movie god.
Daddy Gore said yes. So anyway, I guess that's it. Well, I guess
You got a certain Nintendo game, collector edition.
what?
You got a certain collector edition of a Weeby Nintendo game.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It gives you it.
Oh yeah. I
It
don't
gives you
have-
superpowers.
Yeah, he's talking about Fire Emblem. Yeah, I didn't.
Hell yeah, I still gotta pick that up at this point.
Hell yeah.
Feel that.
Anyway, I got more games. No, fuck Fire Emblem. Let me show you some real shit. Horse Club Adventures 2. No applause. Anyway,
Oh,
Stunned.
Instant Sports All Stars.
Hell yeah.
Classic. Oh shit. Biomutant.
Hell
Hell
yeah.
yeah. Let's
I said,
go.
I said oh shit because I forgot about that. My Fantastic Ranch. This I didn't forget. I mean, what a title like that?
Playthrough, right?
That sounds good. This is a
When are we
playthrough.
gonna get a video game adaptation of Ram Ranch though?
He pulls out. Well, it was funny you mentioned
Ram Ranch? No, Tropico 6. I don't even know what that means, but Ram Ranch.
You would fucking find Ram Ranch hysterical. Goddamn.
I'll take your word for it. The Dark Crystal. They had some good limit run shout out again, but they had some good limit run games on sale. This is from GameFly, by the way.
I almost got that.
Yeah, I like Dark Crystal a lot, and this still sells for like $40 on eBay. So fuck it, I got it for 18. This I was actually surprised to see this there, and that's Jack 3, baby. Jack
Yeah.
3.
They
Which
keep
I wrote-
teasing with all those collect editions, and I'm like,
Yeah. Jack X is the only one that's easy to get. Jack X, by the way, very underrated. So I have all of them. I forgot. I also have Jack X. I didn't mention that, but I don't have Jack and Daxter 1. That's the one that's like still selling for like 200 fucking
Well,
dollars.
next
on
year,
eBay.
how much is Jack 3 selling for?
Well, this is used, but it usually sells for around 80, 90 used. I mean, not new used, new.
How much you get it for?
$18.
Hell yeah.
So, I'm like considering just opening up my Jack 2 also, which I've had since. That was the only one I could get if that was back when limited run would actually kind of be a limited run where you have to, it's first come first serve. That was the only one I could get.
I remember I tried, what was it, like 2 years ago, and they had like, oh, we have like a very
I tried that
small amount of these collectors, and that's bullshit.
too. Yeah, someone snagged them up with their little fucking bot. I assure you,
Yeah.
to sell it because I was there. I had them all in my cart. Well, I had just the first one in my cart. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna try to get the first one because if I add all of these in my cart, there's no.
You're gonna sell it, yeah.
Yeah. So I just went with the first one. I was there immediately. Refresh, click. Go, I already signed into PayPal. I was all good. Gone immediately. I was like,
What
"There's
was
no way."
the
I'm fast, fucker.
what was the safeguard? I didn't even try it because I didn't really say anything I wanted. What was the safeguard they put up in this year? Was like was it a different link to all the stuff?
It was actually really well done. Oh well, I'm not done yet. Hold on. I also got 8 Mile.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, now I'm done. It was actually really smart what they did. They just made it so it was a line. Like, you just a virtual line, you get on it, and whatever you have in your car, as long as it's not sold out, obviously, then you'll get it. So you had to be there quick. Like, I was there maybe a couple minutes late because all I was getting was shit that I knew wouldn't sell out, which I think a couple of things I want are still up. Like, some of the stuff is still up if you look.
Really?
Yeah, like secretly they don't have the link up, but like a couple days ago I looked to see if that Super Sammy roll was still available and it was still on there.
They choose a different link or something because I noticed that right around like where Steve's post, everyone's like, "What the fuck? The link doesn't work."
Yeah. They did something. I almost want to say like you had to be signed in to really see the page
Probably.
immediately.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I thought what they did was smart, but yeah, whatever.
I mean, I was in that line for like a fucking half hour, but
Really?
yeah.
It was only like a couple minutes for me.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's it. I said I'm done.
All right.
I'm done with 8 Mile. That's it.
I bought a couple things digitally, but I'm not gonna go through it. I will say I had this tire. I'm not gonna show it off next week, but I had the entire ordeal with Fire Emblem Engage, the Divine Edition. Had it nicely pre-ordered and everything. It didn't even come on release day because shout out to Amazon. They never give you on release day really, but it was set to get here Sunday. I'm like, cool. I'm here all day. I'll get it. And then I checked that morning, just undeliverable. What the fuck does that mean? I'm here. And I looked, and it wasn't even like, it never even had the status saying out for delivery. It's undeliverable. I'm like, okay. And then you look at the Amazon, there's no replacements or there's no more available, right? So I go on the chat. I'm like, hey, I don't want a refund. I want my game. What can we do? Is there any copies for like replacements or anything? They're like, no, we don't know what happened here. Call this number. I called and they said it was damaged. And that's why it was undeliverable. And I looked on Twitter. There was actually a lot of people's copies just getting damaged on shipping.
Mine came in a box with no protection in it. So it was like it was like almost a perfect shape, but you could fucking bounce it around and then
Nice.
nothing else was in it. So
Yeah, so they said
not even one bubble thing. It was.
They said it was damaged, and I mentioned to them a few times. I'm like, hey,
I should mention it wasn't from Amazon though.
yeah, no, these guys were from Target. They got theirs damaged from.
Yeah, mine wasn't from Amazon.
Where was yours from?
Where was it from? I think GameStop. I think it was GameStop.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, so I mentioned like, hey, I literally can't get this fucking game anywhere, and if I want to get it now, I got to pay an upcharge. So, what can we do? And they're like, well, we can't do anything because it's not in our fulfillment center. So just message us when it's at our fulfillment center. I'm like, how the fuck do I know when it's at your fulfillment center? They're like, probably around this date. I'm like, I don't want to fucking track where that is. And then
how much is that selling for right now?
It wasn't bad. It's like 130, 140. I did pay like 30, 40 bucks more. But then RST4 managed to show that GameStop had a few days ago, so I just snagged that shit real quick. So it should be getting here knock on wood Saturday, but you say GameStop had it all not protected, so shout outs to
Yeah, I think
that.
I'm pretty sure it was GameStop. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
hopefully it's not too fucked up, but that was annoying.
GameStop usually does an okay job with shipping, but
Yeah.
that's if it's new.
Yeah, or if it's just game, they just toss in a bubble mailer.
Yeah, yeah, they put that in a bubble mailer. There'd be a really nice, fucking supportive bubble mailer. Oh, damn.
Anything? I don't think I really got anything else. No, I've been getting stuff digitally. David, what'd you play?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck did you play, you cocksucker?
Well, fuck. I mean,
Sorry.
it's been a couple weeks now, so let's see.
Nothing.
Oh,
All
I
right.
played some Baba Is You. Going through that game with the fiance. It's a great game when you want to feel both smart
Wait!
and fucking stupid as hell.
Shut up. Golden Eye's out right now.
Hell
Oh.
yeah.
Time to
play.
End the podcast.
So
Yeah,
wait,
I know.
it's not online on Xbox, right?
No, it's not online on Xbox.
So time to get it on Switch,
Campaign.
baby.
campaign though.
Switch,
Yeah,
Switch.
campaign
Yeah,
and
Gore.
local
campaign's great.
co-op.
Gore,
Campaign's
Switch.
Great. Campaign's great though.
Let's
No,
play
I
on
wanna play
Switch.
campaign by myself. It doesn't have a co-op anyway, but
You play on Switch. Let's play on Switch right now.
No, I want to
Yeah,
play
so you
campaign.
can play it with like half the fucking music distorted.
That's fine.
It's online. I don't care. I don't care. Fuck it.
I don't know if it's out right now on Nintendo.
It is. All right. At least I thought
No.
Royce4 was posting it earlier.
No.
Shit. All right, Baba Is You. It's a good game if you want to feel smart and stupid at the same time.
Yeah, fantastic game. It's basically word puzzles, but disguised as
It's like coding.
plot puzzles. Yeah, and it's really good. We made a good amount of headway. We're on World 3 right now, and again, you know, sometimes you feel like a fucking genius once you figure things out pretty quickly, and then other times you spend like 30 minutes staring at the problem and going, I don't fucking understand what I'm looking at. And then eventually you cave and you look up something. It's like, I just was one push block away from understanding how to solve that. Fantastic game. I've really liked my time with it so far.
Wow, you didn't hate a game that everybody liked? That's crazy.
No, I think
Times are
Baba Is You is a
changing.
Really great game. If you want to know my full thoughts, go check out the Pocket Trainwreck episode on Baba Is You. Aside from that, let's see. Oh, I've been going through the Persona dancing games. I went through and got the platinum for Persona 5 dancing in Moon. No,
I'm surprised because you're terrible at rhythm.
You know, I usually am terrible at rhythm, but honestly, I kind of got into the flow. I had to play on easy at first, and then it took me a little bit, and I got to a point where I was able to play on hard. I still can't do all night difficulty.
Because you
that's
couldn't
the thing.
you couldn't do that Tifa mini game, huh?
Oh, yeah,
That's
I
not
remember that.
rhythm though. That's just
Yeah,
fucking-
it is.
No.
Yeah, it is.
not
That
rhythm.
is totally rhythm.
What?
Are you high? The fucking.
Well, that's why
Yeah?
you couldn't beat
That
it
is
right
rhythm.
there.
You have to fucking get into
Literally.
the rhythm of it.
Literally, that's why you couldn't beat
He's
it.
gonna
That
play. He's
exact.
gonna play.
No,
He's
because
gonna play. He's
then
gonna play
it's
high
false
five.
rhythm
Fucking.
because they get it. The reason why I struggle with that Tifa minigame is
The
they
rhythm.
get you into a rhythm with it, but then they switch the rhythm on you.
It's
It's-
still a rhythm game. Then
no,
you just said rhythm
because
twice.
you have to relearn a different rhythm. Right
It's
after.
You
still
ju-
a rhythm
No,
game.
You just said
not.
rhythm
Fuck
twice.
you.
You said rhythm twice.
Fuck you.
It's not
Fuck
rhythm
you.
because it changes the rhythm.
Hey, rhythm.
Yeah,
rhythm.
exactly.
It's a double rhythm game. Never mind. We were wrong. It's not just
Yeah.
a regular. It's super rhythm.
Yeah,
No,
there you go.
Whenever they would switch it over, that's why I would always fuck up and I couldn't. Fucking
So
do that.
the ending of Dragon Guard
It's
3
hard.
isn't
I like-
isn't a rhythm
I like-
game because they
this-
switched
this-
tempo.
wait, this motherfucker's like, it's too hard, so it's not a rhythm game. That's pretty much what he just said. How is it hard? Me and him played on normal, right? I'm assuming it doesn't really change it too much on other difficulties.
no,
No.
it doesn't change it that much.
Yeah.
really.
Okay. So we played on normal. I don't know what you played it
We
on.
got the
You played
trophy,
on hard,
too.
I assume. Yeah. Did you play on normal or hard?
Played through most of it on normal and then switched
Okay.
to hard.
All right. So it was. I don't know. I think I nailed it my second time. The first time I was like, all right, let me see. All right, let me figure it out. And I remember thinking it was much easier than I was expecting.
Because you were saying, "Oh, it's so fucking hard. I can't fucking beat
Yeah.
this."
And then we both beat
Yeah.
it like almost instantly. Like I think all those mini games in that gym were.
The last
fucking
one
easy.
was tougher because it disappeared. Like it would
I
it
don't
would
remember
it would
it.
it would
Yeah, I
not
don't
show
remember.
you. And
It's just rhythm, so you have to get.
Yeah.
to fuck-
in fact,
it's
if
rhythm.
anything, I think what was it? I remember someone mentioned the way to beat it is I think like you either like turn the sound down and like keep the rhythm to yourself too. Like everything, like it's all rhythm.
Yeah, well, I used I remember using Cloud and whoever's like movements like as a indication. I feel like playing that again. I feel like playing that game again. I need to at least play intermission or whatever it's called.
Intermission.
No, not
Yeah, the
Intermission,
intermission DLC is
in-
really good, honestly.
I might do it closer to when Rebirth comes out.
We'll
Yeah, I
see.
do want to go through that and do a full hard mode playthrough at some point, because that's unfortunately where they lock behind a lot of good content in there.
Yo, my mode's fucking hard, bro.
My mom's
What's up,
fucking
bros?
hard. We almost said that.
Yo, my mom's fucking hard, bro.
Your mom's
weird.
hard?
Yeah, I don't know why. It's weird.
All right. No
I
judgment.
don't know.
All right, what else do you play?
So, anyways,
Good.
so I got the
canceled, Judge.
platinum in Persona 5 dancing. I then started up Persona 3 dancing,
No, you didn't.
and I will say, definitely don't play either if for whatever reason.
'Cause it
you just-
sucks.
no. If for whatever reason you decide to hop into those games.
Well, the sequels, so don't play them yet anyway. So,
Well, they're not sequels, but they are set after the games. They're non-canonical.
so they're
so-
sequels. They're gonna reference things from those games.
Yes.
So they're sequels.
And
thank
especially
you.
where Persona 3, the worst offender though is for the Persona 3 dancing game,
Yeah.
because there's a literal wake and a nod moment to the ending of the game. So
Mhm.
This is
don't
bullshit.
go into, yeah.
No,
Persona.
I was refreshing
By the way,
Wars.
Persona 4 I've already played, so I'm okay.
I was
I played
refreshing
the
Wario
dancing one, too, it was
64,
good.
and I saw that
Yeah,
now they
Fire
have
Emblem went up.
yeah, fucking
Yeah, I was
bullshit.
actually gonna say that too.
Yeah,
But it's,
All right, it's
but you
already
said
on
you
its way.
have it anyway. No,
Yeah.
it's good. You're not getting it from Amazon. So
yeah, fuck them.
look at. Have you seen the reviews on the Amazon listing? Go there.
No, I saw it was lower. Was that why?
Yeah. Well, look at the pictures that
Uh-oh,
people
that's-
posted. What the fuck is this?
What is this? What
God
is this?
damn, it's like suitcase pizza. What the fuck is this?
Let me go look.
It's all mushed. What the fuck happened?
Oh, yeah. That's why
I
they
had a good
didn't.
time with that one.
That's
God
why they
damn,
didn't give me
man.
that copy. That sucks.
God, it looks like a prom date. What the fuck happened? What's wrong with it? It's all mushed up and fucked up. God, you got me fucked up.
Oh yeah, 3 of the 4 reviews are, hey, this is fucked
What's
up.
Peach? Hey, yo, this is fucked up. You fucked my Fire Emblem up. You fucked up.
Yeah, well,
Amazon, you will rule the day you fucked with me.
that's why they fucked mine up. All right, well, shouts to hopefully GameStop
God
gets
damn,
it.
double fisted my copy. This is fucked up.
This is
Damn, man.
fucked.
They censored the game and they censored me playing it too because they fucked it all up.
Hell yeah.
Now you can't have sex with the ladies or something.
Have
I don't know.
sex.
There's a controversy about this Fire Emblem game, just like every Fire Emblem game.
Why was there a controversy?
Some about there's romance, but not as much as there is in Japan's version. So, like they really
Okay.
like they were like yo, you can't like get like all
Can't
in it.
diddle the
Yeah.
kiddles in this
Yeah.
one. 0 out of 10.
Kiddles. What? There's not kid. They're grown men. Oh, and
What they
women, I
want you to
guess. That's
think.
fine. I mean, it's hard to tell what anime. I don't know. You got like a little floating baby, and they're 1,000,000 years old. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know anymore. What's happening?
man.
It's like Baby Yoda. Like I don't know. He's like 80. It's like that Todd and Aaron joke. It's like, hey, he's the molester.
All right, David.
Let's see.
Oh, I'm gonna come. Oh God. Like he's
A
coming.
little bit
I
more
see.
Higurashi when they cry. Aside from that, I
Damn.
don't.
That's a long ass visual now. He's been talking about that for
There's
4
8
years.
whole games to
I can't-
it, and then
I can't-
each game's like 10 to 15 hours, depending. And I just basically I'm going through it little bit by little bit before I go to bed. So I'm almost done the
Weird.
3rd game in that.
I can't speak anyway because I'm still playing Danganronpa 3. So
Hell yeah, that was
yeah,
good, though.
I just picked up again recently. So because I stopped playing a few months ago. Back to it, baby.
And then you're playing some more Eye of the Somnium Files too.
No,
I
that
need
one
one.
Once
I-
every 7 months.
well, no, no. I still have to finish the first game. I was starting the second one. Yeah, no, that's not even done yet. There you go.
Also, not necessarily playing a video game, but excited about Fox
Venus.
Machina season 2. All caught up
Oh, yeah.
on that, except for the new episode that just came out. Also,
So
shout out to
not
them.
caught up at all.
Well, I mean,
all caught up except for the new 3 episodes that came out.
oh, they dropped 3 of them.
Yeah, they drop 3 every week.
Oh hell
This
yeah!
is-
They
All
did
right,
that,
I'm
they did that.
excited.
They did that with season 1. Every week,
I forgot
every
about
Thursday. It's supposed to be Friday, but they always drop them around 7 p.m. Thursday. So
Must-
Also, it's not in the
Like, that
news, but real quick, unofficially confirmed they're doing 5 seasons, at least for Vox Machina.
really, because
And
they have that other show coming that's based on their other campaign. I thought they were wrapping
Yes.
this up in 3 or something.
no, Sam Riegel's talked about it. They're doing at least 5 seasons for Vox Machina,
Okay.
as well as you mentioned, they're also
Lee
doing
Shogun.
Mighty Number 9.
Mighty
which
Number.
I'm
Wait,
excited
no,
for.
that can't be. That's not Mighty. No, that's not what it's called. It's
No,
just
not
called
Mighty Number
Mighty 9.
They're
Mighty
on
9.
the Mighty 9.
It's called
now.
Mighty 9. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I saw there was a teaser. I never watched. I didn't watch it, but I saw there was a teaser.
I saw that.
'Cause
By
I saw there was a teaser. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And then like someone reposted it saying it was a Critical Role thing. I was like, "Oh, I should watch this." Then.
It is weird though because Mighty 9 is set about 30 years after Vox Machina's
Yeah, no
adventure.
spoilers.
So
No spoilers.
no, I won't spoil anything.
I don't
Just-
spoil.
they
Look,
all
listen, all this
die.
happened. Yeah.
But
all
no,
I'll
it's
say
just
is
weird
they
that would-
all fuck each other and it's hot.
Hell yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, he's talking about it.
yeah.
Yeah, they all fuck it.
Hey,
the
what were
clown.
you shrugging for?
I was looking through this Amazon thing, and I'm just, oh, this is funny. It says dog supplies up 36% off, and it has a case, and there's just 2 cats in it.
Okay.
Dog
Hell yeah.
supplies.
Dog supplies.
Yeah,
For-
it's,
for
it's,
Fire
it's
Emblem?
no. I was looking through a sale thing. I was scrolling
Oh,
down out of
okay.
curiosity. This is dog
Yeah.
supplies.
Well, maybe he's confused. Maybe he's a little dumb. Leave him
Yeah.
alone. Might
There
not
you
A
know.
go.
little dumb. What have you been playing, Chris?
No, I'm not gonna answer to that. You need to say something else.
Speaking of fat talks, what have you been playing, Chris?
All right, that's fine.
At back, he says,
I-
"Oh, Gore is back."
What's up, fucker? All right, so I've been playing games. May have heard of them. Yes, a couple of games, a lot of games actually. I don't remember what we talked about last time, or I talked about last time. So I'm just gonna say a lot of good games, solid games. They're really good. I wish you would play them too. I'm not gonna talk about them, but I will say I like them. And if you were in my mind, you would agree that I also like them. So there you go. They're really good games. Eat my ass, and that's it.
Hell
Smoke
yeah.
bomb. Smoke bomb.
Andrew, what did you play?
No, I'm not done. Fuck you. All right, so I mentioned it before. I went back to Danganronpa 3. I'm getting closer. I forgot there's 6 chapters in that game. For some reason, I was thinking it was 5. So I was like, oh, hell yeah. Just finished chapter 3, baby. We more than halfway through. And I'm like, oh, no, it's 6. I'm only halfway through. No. But it's great. Danganronpa 3 is amazing. I love the first 2 games. So. This one is also great so far.
Yeah, it goes in a very different direction, which I appreciate for it.
You didn't play these games.
No, but I've watched all the videos on all
see, I
the
knew.
lore videos on them.
Oh, okay. All right.
I mean, it's
What else did I
effectively
play
same as
besides the
playing
obvious
them,
ones?
so.
Yeah, I was trying to think what else I played that's not the obvious ones. I'm trying to think about a month back. Oh, I guess I finished High on Life.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah! It's all the
Great
high
timing
games.
for that.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I don't know about you, but that Justin Roiland guy is real funny. Oh, what a
They should give him a
what
show.
yeah, they give him a show. I don't even care. Just give him all the shows. That guy can do no wrong. So anyway, yeah, weird timing, but for this game, literally 2 weeks before he became
Yeah, before
mega
he became
canceled.
one. Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah.
beca-
He became
before
canceled
he-
for sure.
He became mega canceled. And not only that, but there was another show produced by him, Koala Man.
And Velma.
Well, Velma is a piece of shit too. So
Cancel
so
that
he has
too
no-
while we're at it.
He has no relation to that show, but he is. A
Oh
piece
yeah,
of
the
shit.
relation
I
will
don't
soon
know,
be. They're gonna
what
both
is
be
the
canceled.
what's the bigger villain? Is it
Hitler or
Justin Roiland
Velma?
or Velma? I don't know, or Hitler or Velma. I'm still not too sure. I'm gonna say probably Velma. But at least Hitler's dead. Velma's still alive, and it
For
might
now.
get season 2. Honestly, that's
Let's
probably
hope
go.
not.
That's probably gonna hurt more people than Hitler ever did. Let's not fuck around. But hey, you brought Hitler up. You
Wait, this is our
should've done
second
that.
time we brought Hitler up. Shout out, David.
How did I do it?
We did it last time, remember?
You look
Last
like a Hitler
podcast?
youth. Yeah,
No, I don't remember anything.
David
Yeah,
has
we got
Hit-
the
I
teacup.
drove
David-
myself into
wait.
oblivion every
The
other day.
teacup.
Hitler has a David Youth, Hitler Youth. Sorry, I compared you to
A
Hitler,
David
sorry.
Youth. No,
Yeah,
there is
Hitler,
no David
Hitler,
Youth
David.
around this
No,
house.
Hitler, David, same thing. You know?
No, but the
But-
teacup, David.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the teacup.
You did like a Get Out bit.
No,
Was
that
it
was a
something like that?
podcast where someone gifted the other host what is probably Hitler's teacup.
Oh yeah. What was that from? Was that the Rogan?
Baron Cave or so, what was it?
I've heard of that. I
One
heard
bear,
of
one
that.
cave or something like that, or two bears, one cave or something along those lines. I forget what the name is.
I heard about that.
Yeah, that was so fucking funny.
That's really funny. I would definitely take that too.
And he was like, I feel like I should break this, and they're like, don't do it. So worth so much money.
Yes. I think that wasn't a meme compilation.
Probably.
Unless I may have watched it on YouTube Short or something.
Yeah, it was like a solid like couple minutes, but yeah, they could have boiled it down. But his fucking face when he was holding on to this, this was Hitler's. You're holding on to what was the Führer's teacup.
Yeah, his lips touched that.
Yeah, like you just take a sip out of it.
If-
Wow,
hey,
balls
think-
even.
Yeah, well, actually, think about this. If you put your dick on that teacup, then Hitler sucked you. In a way.
Yeah, that's how it works.
True.
Yeah, I had Hitler suck me. What's up?
Let's see.
Schindler's
Peach-
fist in your ass.
Peach says, Gore, do an address reveal.
All right, 10 to Forward Locust Lane, Alabama, New England.
I was hoping.
It's
There you go.
1010 220 Avenue.
Yeah,
I was hoping.
8675309 Anderson Cooper Valley.
I was hoping you just knew DSP's address and just said his.
Michigan or some shit, no,
Michigan J
Washington.
Frog,
Yeah, Jerry.
Renton, Washington, something.
Yeah. Oh no! Why do you know?
It's
I
because
know
I
it's
know it.
Washington.
I know it was Washington. I remember it was like outside
because
Seattle.
he used to always. I don't think he gloats about it anymore, but he used to always gloat about it.
Yeah, now it's so hot.
Washington State, the air is so clean. I go outside and there's not a bunch of people trying to rob me. I don't have to walk down the street and fight off fucking 10 gang members.
Dude,
and,
that reminds me when he
Yeah,
talks about how
that's
like, I go out for walks a lot, and then one day, what was it?
I watched that. Yeah.
No, but then one day he's like, yeah, and then I walk on the treadmill. Treadmill. I don't know why I said treadmill. I don't have a treadmill. When I walk outside, everyone's like, "Come on, dude."
Well, that's
Okay,
a
dude.
business. That's a business. Experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
let's see.
treadmill games.
At back it says, "Is it true that Gore thinks Bioshock games are shit and he wishes Bioshock Infinite was ever made?"
It's true.
Hell yeah. And Topu Fork is a Yo-Yo Gamo.
The fuck you call me?
Oh,
Gamma.
Gamo.
Yeah, Del Toro.
Oh, Gummo. Great movie if you're a weirdo. What's up? He said Gorno. Come on.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
my favorite porn.
That's not an
category,
M.
porno.
What are you,
I was on no. Or not M.
Paisano.
Damn,
Gorno.
you're an English teacher? What the fuck?
That was like an M far away.
What's up? What's up? 2 Pro for you games?
You play anything else, Gore?
No, I played a lot, but we started talking about DSP and Hitler. All right.
Same
which is
thing.
Similar,
And Velma.
similar. Yeah.
And Justin
Velma
Roiland.
And Justin Roiland. Very similar. Anyway, speaking of Justin Roiland, I finished High on Life. All right. Fun game. I enjoyed it. I will say the humor is definitely annoying at most points.
No.
No, it's more annoying than other Rick and Morty.
But it's not-
shit, and
It's not annoying and like
it's constant. It's just doesn't know when to shut the fuck up. It's constant. No, Rick and Morty isn't like that. I've watched every single episode of Rick and Morty. They do not constantly.
oh, you got yourself a Justin Roiland fan over here.
Yeah, I love Justin Roiland. He
Real big fucking defender over here.
Oh yeah, that
You
sign
just
thing
wanna
from
say
him.
You hate
I'm
women. Just say
a
it.
big fan.
Yeah.
You hate
Oh
women.
no, Kyle.
Kyle, you asked Hitler to sign it, and then you sent it to me.
Can you sell it on eBay
What a
now?
cuck.
I'm sure I can. Why would I though? He's still a hero of mine.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, I like how that was the worst thing I said. I
yeah.
literally said Hitler is not as bad as Velma, a fictional character. But
Where's the lie?
I think Velma. Like I said, Velma has done way worse than Hitler. It was like, oh,
Velma literally responsible for all of America's war crimes.
All right,
it's true.
what's that?
Yeah, hey, the Doomsday Clock went to 90 seconds. You know why? Velma.
I
That's
like
the
I like that.
closest it's been in years.
When you're saying that, I just picture that. Why are you booing me? I'm right.
I'm right. Yeah, you need to watch that show though. That's a Eric Andre show.
Did you like it
Why
when
you
Velma
bullying
twerked?
me? I'm right. What?
Did you like it when Velma twerked as at Becky?
Oh, that was probably funniest thing ever. It is the
What about when
best
she was hit
since
by the car?
She-Hulk. That was actually funny. She
I
got her ass
tried
ran over by a car. That was
I tried watching along your reaction.
legitimately funny when she gets ran over by a fucking car and her teeth fall out.
Yeah,
I was laughing.
your thumbnail.
Yeah. Ah.
I tried watching with your I literally couldn't stomach more than like
I don't, yeah,
5 minutes of that show.
dude,
It's actual terrible.
The first 2 episodes are like mind-numbingly fucking. It just doesn't stop. It's like
like High on Life.
It's like High on Life, except High on Life is like a fun game, and some jokes are actually funny, and they have actual like talented people. Because it's not just Justin Roiland that's in the comedy. They have a bunch of people. They have Zach from Oni Plays, who also was a co-writer, co-maker for
Tim
Smiling
Robinson.
Friends. Tim Robinson's in there. Fucking JB Smoove. He's
Yeah,
probably
dude.
the best gun. Fucking our guy. Well, I like him. I don't know if you do. I think you do. Joel Haver's in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Who else?
Yeah.
Oh, Michael Cusack's in it, who also co-made Smiling Friends. He did YOLO.
YOLO.
He does
There's nothing
pretty
we
much a
can do
YOLO
now.
voice. He's the knife. He's knifey. So
Yeah,
like,
oh, yeah. Oh, I can.
it's-
Yeah, I recognize it now.
Yeah, I mean, he does
Um,
that voice and everything. So he did
so-
Koala Man also, which was no.
Shout outs.
I don't know what's happening with that. I mean, I guess Justin Roiland didn't do anything with that besides produce it. So
Well, I'm hearing that. Yeah, they're gonna get new voices for Rick and Morty, but like he's not even
Yeah.
been part of the writing process for a while anyway.
Mhm. That's what I was saying. Like, I don't think it's gonna really matter that
No,
much
and the
as long as
voices-
they get good impressions.
And everyone,
Sure.
there's some people who can do the impressions at this point now.
Yeah.
They're really not like incredible voices.
Yeah. I mean, you know, sure.
Um,
They're good. They're good.
they're good, but I mean, they're not
voices,
gonna-
but like,
people can.
It's not like a high pitched asshole. It's basically the same.
well, Rick isn't like that. That's Morty. Morty's the high pitched, like, oh, I don't know.
Well, which is
Rick."
his
Yeah,
voice.
that's it. But close, yeah. His voice is like a little bit deeper than that, but yeah, that's definitely closer to his voice than Rick. That's for sure.
So what was it? Yeah. Well, what about the game? Because I got about a solid 3 or 4 hours in, and and all this happened, and I was already kind of taking a break from it. I'm like,
Right.
I don't
fun.
want to stop because I know there's like a lot of people that work on those games, and obviously we have like there's a lot of talent in there, so I don't want to just like stop
You
just
could-
because
you
of
could-
one
you
dude.
could-
But
you could
also,
probably just play something else.
but
It's not
also,
really that
I saw someone make the tweet, and I kind of agree. If your game needs a chatter option for like less or whatever, then you've done it wrong.
Well, no, that's not. I don't.
I
think
I
that's
feel like I
true,
kind
because
of.
no, because there's gonna be people that like that. So why not give them the option to turn it off if you don't like that? And for the people that do like that, there's people that will really like.
Well, how
that.
about
Obviously-
this? The fact
Obviously, that's the case because people really like, not critics, but people like just regular, like people really like this game.
But
um,
I think
You can just,
The
so
norm-
having options, fine.
sure the normal option shouldn't be the one that's deterring you. I guess like if you want more of it, sure, like crank it up. But
Well, I think it just has the normal amount. Like,
sure. But how'd you like the game though overall?
Oh, the game's fun. It's fun. It's a good shooter. It has. I like the weapons. There's a lot of variety to, like the combat, which is surprising. Not a lot of variety to the enemies, but the combat itself is fun. Like just the actual like guns and their extra moves they have and stuff. Like there's one where it's the shotgun. He shoots out a bullet like a saw blade, and when it's like fucking things up, it'll eventually like come back to you, and if you hit it at the right time with the knife, then it'll go back and start hitting enemies, and you get into a rhythm where you're just like, and it's I don't know, it's fun. It's
Yeah.
a fun shooter, and it's it looks pretty good too. It's a good looking game. It's annoying, but again,
I might just
you can
finish it
turn
up
the
because
chat
I'm already on the
I
top
just
of
I
it.
left it as it was because it was annoying, but I was just like, whatever, fuck it. I can deal with it, so I just left it. And there's a couple moments that legit made me laugh. Like
Yeah.
there was one part where like you spawn in a piece of road for whatever reason, and there's a bunch of people on the road. Like I guess they were having like traffic issues, so they're arguing with each other. And it's
On the
just
boat?
it's just I don't.
It was the
remember.
boat because they were like on the car and they're like, "Hey man, fuck you, man, fuck
Yeah,
you,
they're
fuck you,
yeah,
fuck
but
you,
it-
fuck you."
Yeah, Yeah, and it's not funny, but there's a point where like it starts over again, and it's just I don't know why it just broke me. Like like it's obviously like they ran out of like voice lines for each of the characters,
But there's a
so it just goes
lot.
back. So hey man, what the fuck, guy, and it fuck you, hey fuck you. And it just kept going. And I was like, I was sitting here listening to this, and I think it was more like me laughing at me sitting here listening to two fucking idiots voiced by the same guy saying "fuck you" to each other.
Yeah, because they say it like in
And
like
also-
very
and
different
also,
tones.
A lot of the TV stuff is really funny, which is a lot of stuff Justin Roiland didn't make. That was a lot of the other people like Joel Haver. Like if there's a TV in the main city area, if you just watch it, there's like a ton of little shorts.
Dude.
And those are really funny. So,
There's good moment. The one thing that killed me, I think I mentioned it last time. I haven't gotten into it yet. I haven't seen it. Was the bike side mission?
oh, yeah,
Hey
that
man,
was
just
great.
hey, can you watch my
Hey,
bike? I'll
hey,
be right
watch
back.
my bike, and you just stare at it, and immediately when I did it, I was like, I know if I look away, it's gonna disappear. And
then
you
sure
look
enough,
away, it goes back,
disappears.
it disappears, and then a guy comes back. Where's
Like
my bike?
1 second later, where's my bike?
It's literally just disappears. It's good. That's good. That's
It's like
good.
an obvious joke, but it's such a good one.
Yeah.
And then I
so-
like the recurring whenever you're at the gate, like, hey man, I remember what you fucking said about me. I'm not as fucking cute, huh?
Yeah. There's moments.
Yeah.
There's definitely moments, but yeah, it's pretty annoying. Mainly Royland's main gun. I really like the Tim Robinson's gun, though. You probably didn't get to that part, but
Which one is this?
he's Creature. He's the one that shoots out little versions of like little babies.
No, okay.
Yeah, he's great.
No, I got the frog.
And then you get another gun, which I don't think they advertised at all, but there's another gun at the end that's really funny. I will say.
All right, yeah, I got
was
to the
really-
frog
just
so
good.
far.
Oh yeah, that's Gus.
Yeah, right after the
Yeah,
Bears.
That's JB Smoove. He was in the.
I
Spider-Man
thought
movies.
maybe it still happens, but I thought something terrible was gonna happen. But the joke that was like I thought it was gonna be so predictable, but it was fine. But I thought the joke was gonna be that we saved the Bears. We found the Bears doing something super heinous.
You're right. Yeah,
The teddy bears. I was like ready. I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to kill these motherfuckers because they're fucked up. I know it. I can fucking tell, and it didn't happen.
Yeah, they don't change the enemies are the same the entire game, which is the only unfortunate thing. Is like you get like snipers later, but for the most part you're shooting the same guys. It's like it's not the deepest combat system when it comes to like enemy variety, but like the abilities are fun and they're fun to use, I guess. So,
Right.
And the game's like 8 hours long tops.
Sure.
So unless you do a lot of side shit, which there's not a ton, but you can do stuff. Anyway, it was interesting to see like a lot of voice actors that I recognize from Rick and Morty and even Solar Opposites in there. So it was cool. Anyway, and pretty much what I'm trying to say is almost everything about it that I really liked and thought was funny was not Roiland. I mean, it was probably written by Roiland, I guess, but like it wasn't Roiland actually saying anything. Most of the guns besides his gun were funny and likable, like actually likable. Gus is likable. He's his frog gun.
I don't imagine you've actually seen the text, have you?
Yeah, no, I did. That's
So fucking cringy and fucking
They're really-
weird, dude.
they're
like-
really weird.
It's like, dude, what the fuck?
He embodied his characters.
Mm.
Yeah. man.
Also,
he's like Heath Ledger, man. He became the Joker. Bro.
So big shouts. I don't know who these people are, but there was someone else in the Overwatch community because every week has come out as a creeper, and yeah, and it was
Well, of course. Have you seen the community for Overwatch?
you
Good lord.
you scroll back this guy's Twitter like I don't know who they
Full
are, but I think like 2 weeks. I got curious. I saw
It's
someone say
Jeff
something.
Kaplan.
I scroll back and it was like 2 weeks ago that they were applauding someone and they called him a pedophile and he responded back like the oh guys look at this, guess I'm a pedophile for responding like this, oh huh, and then everyone responded back, well this aged terribly in 2 weeks.
Oh no.
I'm so shout
I
outs
guess
to
he was
them.
a pedophile.
I
You
don't know
didn't
who
really-
I don't know who the fuck. I just saw a name.
I'm,
I recognize
I'm
it.
assuming he was a pedophile. You didn't really say that until
Oh, a creeper
came out.
pedophile.
A
Yeah,
creeper. I don't know. Hey, you could be a creeper to not kids, right, David?
that's true.
Right, David?
All right. Hey,
What?
what
I'm
else,
just
Gore?
saying. He's like that fucking the Lonely Island song. Do the creep.
You creep.
Predicament box.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
Well,
yeah,
that,
it's
that, I mean,
that is
I
pretty
don't know,
creepy.
You did that to somebody you didn't know. That'd be pretty creepy. Anyway, no, I played High on Life. That was great. Did I talk about Sonic Frontiers? I finished
No.
that.
No.
Finished Callisto Protocol. This has been a long time.
Genuinely though, real quick, how was Sonic Frontiers now that you've gone?
Sonic
through the
Frontiers
whole
was really fun. I had a really good time.
Game of the year. Game of the year.
Yeah, the best game of the year. The best game I played
On what day?
on December 10th or something. I don't know. Actually, no. I think I finished Callisto Protocol same day, so that might not be true.
And how was
But,
Callisto Protocol? I'm curious about that one.
I really like. I don't really get the
Dude.
hate for it. I get it if you don't like it, but like there's people that fucking hate it.
Yeah.
I'm like, really?
I am
Like I played it
so.
on normal, and those games I'm terrible with. Like I'm not even gonna lie to you. Dead Space remake. Dead Space fucks me up so much. I put that shit on easy. I was like, fuck that. I'm not. I'm not. And then when I do a second playthrough, I'll go through normal. Because like that shit is too tense. But for Callisto Protocol, I put it on normal, and it was hard. Don't get me wrong. It was fucking me up, but it wasn't as hard as I was expecting.
Dude.
I think it's because I really went ham with the grip, which 100% upgrade the grip, which is the stasis,
Sure.
your kinetic ability in the game where you lift. You know,
Yeah, it
that
looked
will
OP when I
save you
got.
so
That's
many
literally.
times.
That's right where I stopped. So I'm
Upgrade
probably gonna restart it.
upgrade it. To upgrade that one like as quick as possible, because I will fucking save you so many times.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna restart it because that's literally. I got
You
that
should.
ability and I stopped. But yeah,
You
yeah.
should.
Could you
They removed a lot of really stupid shit in the game that's really
like
annoying.
what?
And well, the fucking healing, it takes fucking forever. Like to heal your character, literally while you're getting fucked up, your character takes that healing thing out, looks at it, gets on his knees,
Yeah,
does
yeah.
this, waits until the thing goes down, looks at it again, throws it away, and then gets up. And at that time, you're already fucking dead because the fucking.
See, that hasn't happened to me yet, so I didn't know that was an issue.
Oh, that's a no. Now you should see the fucking animation. They didn't even like change it. They just made it really fast. So it's like, all right, he's back up. I was like, what the fuck?
Okay,
And they
yeah,
also
yeah.
I think they got rid of a lot of the jump scare ones that would actually hurt you, which is really annoying. There was ones that if you go to like certain chests and you open them, I think would just jump out and hurt you, and you would have no idea which ones would be the good chests that don't hurt you and the ones that do.
Interesting.
They also I think they also got rid of one enemy that's literally you can't tell it's there, and then it just grabs you and you have to like cut off the tentacle thing. I think they got rid of that, or they made it so it's a little bit more obvious. I think I heard they got rid of that. So they're making the game much more accessible. That's
Dude,
for
I'm
sure.
so glad we got that early because, I mean, I stopped pretty early because I just ran out of time. But
Yeah. Finish it a
I'm
couple
glad
days
because
after it came out.
if I heard that receipt, I would have been really disappointed. But like getting, it, I was like, no, I don't get. I mean, I'm sure again, if you don't like it, you don't like it. But like, it got heated. And people were like shitting all over. I'm like, that no, fuck that.
I will
It's-
say the final boss sucks. I thought the final boss frustrated me
Mm.
to a point where I almost stopped playing it that day. I was like, fuck. Like, it's literally the last like 10 minutes of the game. I'm like, I'll fucking play this later. And I gave it another shot. And it's just like one of those bosses that's like, it's just like, oh, they throw all the other enemies you've been fighting at you while you have to fight that fucking boss. I'm like, Dead Space does that, but Dead Space is like way more,
Good.
I don't know. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, no, hey, shout outs to them
Especially
for-
playing the remake. It's
Hey,
like-
but this was the first time attempt at it, so like good for them to like get a new IP out there and to try different
Yeah.
things. So that works out.
And it's cool that they were able to get this out, and like in the span of like a month, we got 2 space horror games. That's
Hell yeah.
I mean, one of them is just Dead Space, and the other one's actually Dead Space. But whatever. So that's cool. But anyway, so yeah, all right. Callisto Protocol.
Sonic
it
Frontier was
fun.
good,
I really
David said.
like Callisto Protocol. Sonic Frontier is a lot of fun. I think it's fun, especially a game you can just kind of shut your brain off and enjoy it while listening to a podcast. The music is really good. The combat is fine. It's not great, but the exploring is fun and the levels are good. It's a solid Sonic game. I don't know, like some people have hated it. I just don't understand it. I think Jim Sterling hated it, which I don't understand. Like legit hated it. I was like, whoa. Yeah, I don't know. But like I think they gave it like a 2 out of 10 or some shit. I was like, what
Jesus
the fuck?
Christ.
I know. I was like, we play the same game. Like, it's like there's glitches, sure, but it's not like fucking. It's definitely nowhere near as bad as any of the last few Sonic Team games. Like, I don't even think it's as bad as Sonic Forces, and Sonic Forces is like 1/6 of the length. Which is true. Sonic Forces is like a fucking 3-hour game. This one took me like 20 something hours to finish. So that's because I did all the side shit too. Yeah, because it was fun to explore the world and go fucking fast. I hope they take this template and really work on it in the future. Like, I would love to see Sonic Frontiers 2 or whatever they want to call it, Sonic whatever, and have like bigger worlds,
Sonic
maybe
Infinite.
even faster speed, maybe a better. They have a skill tree that's really lame. I will say the skill tree is pretty lame because about like halfway through like the third island, there's 5 altogether. I was already done with the skill tree, and so the rest of the game was just like, all right, well, I guess that's my fault because I did a lot of side shit while I was going through it, but
Sure.
yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it's a fun game. Callisto Protocol was fun. Played a bunch of other stuff. I think I finished about. Yeah, I finished Last of Us Part 1, the remake.
We'll talk about the
it's
show in
great.
a little bit.
Yeah, sure. It's great. It's a great remake. Like, hey, some good remakes. Yeah, I played. I guess this one's it's not a remake, but it's a reboot. I finished the Modern Warfare 1 campaign, the 2019 game.
Hell yeah.
Was planning to start Modern Warfare 2's campaign, but I never did. And now I don't know, like we have fucking like 8 other games to play. Just from this year, I have 3 games. Fuck, I still have to finish God of War Ragnarok. Yeah. So that's a great game. Real good. It was actually a really good campaign, legitimately. I liked it. I had a weird bug though. Whenever it went to a CG cutscene, it would stutter. I don't know why, and I had to restart the game twice for it to stop, which was really weird. I thought like, oh, once. I restarted the game, and then it stopped for a little bit, and it started back up again. Just the cutscenes though, only the CG cutscenes. And
So
then
weird.
I restarted my console that time, and then it stopped again, and then it started up again right on the last cutscene. I was like, fuck it, whatever. It was just like literally the last cutscene. I was like, all right, it's fine. I'm not gonna restart just to watch this cutscene. I can watch it on YouTube, and it was a good campaign though. I actually really liked it, so I need to play Modern Warfare 2 now, which I've heard is actually better too. So, finished something really short. I forgot what it was. Like Divination. I think
Yeah,
it's called.
the 30-minute game.
Yeah, it was a quick little like it has some good ideas, but it's really the art is pretty good. But it's like a real quick like visual novel game with light puzzle elements. It's weird. I'm not even gonna explain it. It's kind of strange, but it's cool. Yeah, no, Kratos would get his ass beat if he came after me at Backy. Yeah, I'd fuck him up. Let me look at my list. Last of Us, Divination. Oh, Cult of the Lamb. I finished Cult of the Lamb. I
Oh,
started it
yeah.
and finished it.
You got
Cult of the
addicted to
Lamb.
that one.
Yeah, that was real good. I love that game. That was great. I thought that was great, and I really, really enjoyed.
So much charm to it.
Yeah, murdering. I named my village a lot of my villager cult members after you guys. Adrian died almost instantly. Well, all right. This is what happened. Adrian became a fucking a naysayer. He didn't believe in my cult anymore, so I had to sacrifice him.
Sure.
So he got sacrificed. But don't worry, later on I resurrected you because you can resurrect some of your members. Resurrected you, and then you instantly died like maybe 2 days later of old age. So I was like, well, you're done. David, I don't remember what happened to David. No, David died of old age. He didn't actually. He was a faithful community member till the end, to the point where when you died, I brought you back, and you actually stayed alive. He stayed alive for a little while. I named people after Sigma, Kyle,
Hitler.
Hitler, of course.
Justin Roiland.
All my friends.
Justin Roiland.
Justin Roiland. All my friends.
Right, you said that literally perfect timing. All my friend Justin Roiland.
Justin Roiland, you know, all the top tier people, but yeah, all the people.
I remember we used to do that with
same
XCOM,
level
and
as
that was fun with XCOM.
Yeah,
You
I
like
was- I
do
was
play by
getting
plays.
XCOM vibe. Yeah, hey, calm down. I named one Eminem. Yeah,
Hell yeah, my dude.
that's not
You do.
true. Yeah, he's my friend too. Did you hear about the M and M thing happening?
I have not looked into it yet. I saw something posted. I was gonna watch the Moist Critical video on it. What happened?
Saw some weird right wingers are pissed off about shoes or some shit.
Yeah, they made the lady one gay, I think, and then people got upset. Which I'm like, I don't understand why she
Oh, yeah.
even wants.
I don't know why she's gay. I don't know why you're mad.
I don't know why she's interested in any form of anything.
I
This
don't
is
know
a
why she's
commercial-
gay, but I
This
also
is-
don't know why
this
people
is-
are mad. Who
This
cares?
is a commercial for M&Ms. It's like, oh, you know what? I was gonna eat M&M, but now that fucking M&M eats pussy, so I'm done. Yeah, fuck that. She better.
You would think
Now,
it'd be the
now I
most
can't.
relatable
Now I can't
thing.
relate to it.
My kids are gonna see that and go, "Why is the little M&M girl eating pussy?"
I mean, it's Linkara's dream.
Oh yeah, Linkara. What a yeah. Wow, Voltage Vengers. Remember when Rocco made fun of from Mega 64? Obviously, we don't know any of Rocco's, but it's
Modern life.
Rocco made a series of videos making fun of Linkara because he did the Power Rangers retrospective.
Yeah.
And so so Rocco just made his own Power Rangers called Voltage Vengers, and he just made a series making fun of Linkara's stupid ass videos to the point where Rocco went to a Power Rangers con and had a panel where he talked about Voltage Vengers, but the entire time he was talking about. Do you remember that video with Voltage I'm sorry, I'm getting them confused. Power Rangers with Linkar, where he just the whole
Yes.
video was him just saying like, "Don't ask me
Don't
for the
ask
next."
me about when the next
Yeah.
episode will be out.
Yeah, that's what Rocco did a parody.
I
of.
gotta spend
So-
so much time
Yeah.
watching these episodes.
Yeah. So the whole video was that. Yeah. So that's what Rocco did. He went to a panel and just like, please do not ask me the next. It was just that, and then he just like he couldn't get the like projector to work, so he was like, all right, everybody gather around the laptop. There was like 5 people there, and they just watched like some shit he made outside his studio rolling around. It was really good. Anyway, Linkar is a weirdo. So anyway,
Hey, Gore? I know I pissed you off by doing this.
yeah, fuck you, cocksucker. I hate when people do that. Anyway. Anyway, I only hate it during like podcasts.
Did you get
This is
new?
a podcast? Luckily.
Did you get new
no,
mic arm?
I only hate it when the mic. I should have clarified that. I only hate it when the mic's like right in their fucking mouth. Yeah.
When you're
where
talking, oh, wait,
just
it's,
in-
they're, like, swallowing that
they're-
shit?
Like they're holding a delicious cock or something like that. Like, what are you doing? What the fuck?
did you get a new mic arm?
Did I say delicious?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
New.
I'm in succulent. Anyway, no, I did not. So I don't know. Why did it look new? I got a new thing. I had to get a replacement clip, but I did not get a new mic arm.
No, because you mentioned that you asked me about mine, so I wasn't sure if you got yours yet or not.
Yeah, I didn't. This one's holding out. The clip broke though. That holds the mic to the fucking.
Yeah. This
Here's
is
my
a
arm.
great mic arm. I mean, it's not worth it for you. I don't think you'd care enough.
No, I don't need one that like stretches across the entire room or whatever the fuck yours does.
It's
Because my mic arm is literally right. It's right here.
yeah. Yeah, you can
So
get
I
it cheap.
just-
Like,
I
it's
just
like the old
needed-
one.
I needed to go like fold out a little bit.
Yeah, and I found that my last one on Amazon was totally workable. I just
Yeah,
like
this
the
is-
low profile one just because it goes underneath. Because sometimes
Yeah.
the overhead ones kind of get in the way whenever you're playing something.
Yeah, I was thinking of getting one. They had one for like $80, but I don't
Yeah,
think
this is a really. I like it a
I
lot.
always need money.
Um,
You know what? Maybe I'll buy it. What the fuck?
hell yeah!
Put your cards right.
Yeah,
All
play
right,
your fucking
let's
cards right.
really quick go through some chat stuff. Guys, that 90 show or Velma? What's game of the year for January for shows?
Well, obviously it's Velma.
I've heard
no,
mixed things
it's-
on 90 show. Like I heard some people really liked it. And I heard some people
Yeah.
like no.
I never really watched a lot of that 70s show, so that's why I never even watched any of the trailers.
Yeah, I watched a
but-
lot of it though, so I might go into it eventually. I don't know. Let's see. Sonic Mania 2 will be great if it happened. Gore, will you do a stream this weekend for 70K?
Yeah, maybe.
You're mad.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Yes.
Put your cards right.
Yes, definitely. I don't know. Maybe.
And then Last of Us.
No, maybe I don't know. Can you repeat the question?
I don't think I don't know is the part of that song. Is there? Is there? A I don't know in that song?
Yeah.
Is there?
Mm.
The way he
Yeah.
said
It's
it?
all,
That
yeah.
doesn't sound right.
It's also weird when you listen to the full version of that song.
Oh, because they drop expletives.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I had the same experience with when I was a kid. I really liked WWE music, or WWF.
Oh, yeah.
No, I think it might have been WWF still. I don't remember,
Yeah.
but it doesn't matter. There was one song I loved. Do you know the song I'm gonna mention?
Is it the original Raw theme song?
No. That yeah, I guess that one's I don't know. I don't remember. But the one song I remember is fucking that Kid Rock song, "Cocky." Do you remember? I think was that.
The only
can't-
Kid Rock song I remember was when Undertaker used.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, is that it? Yeah.
I think it is. I think it
So I
is.
remember he used that for a while when he was the American Badass Taker.
Yeah, that's it, definitely. Because I like that song a lot. I just remember the song. I remember it's the Undertaker song. At least I remember. At least I think I remember. I don't know.
No,
Hold
so
on,
he
let me
used
see.
that and he used Rollin' from Limp Bizkit.
Oh, maybe no, it was the Royal Rumble 2002 theme. Anyway, I like that song, but it was on the one of the WWE soundtracks. It's cocky. I don't know the lyrics, but when they use it in whatever show they used it, it was very PG. I was like, all right, cool. And then I got it, and my mom put it in the fucking record. I don't think it said anything about it being explicit on the front too. Immediately,
No.
you start. It's hardcore. Fucking. I mean, Kid Rock is. I didn't know that at the time. But yeah, it's
Oh,
very.
that reminds me of Down with a Sickness.
Oh yeah, it's about
When you played
Kid
the
Rock.
way like the radio edit, it's the one you know. The
Mm-hmm.
actual album edit, it's the one that like you hear the abuse in the bridge of the song. You hear him screaming like, "No, mommy, don't hurt!" Like it's like you're like Jesus Christ.
That's weird.
Also,
What a
I
wacky song.
I don't know why. I mean, I know it's an obvious thing, but just like taking a second to reflect on it, the fact that me and Gore look normal on camera and David's just literally just his head.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it looks like a head.
What does everybody want?
Is
Yeah,
for
fucking
using
bring
pirating
everybody
to watch
in.
Velma.
Head.
No, I'm using HBO Max.
How long will each of you survive in the Last of Us universe?
This is the thing. I know people are like, no, don't support it, don't hate watch it. I want there to be a season 2. It's so bad right now. I want to see how far they'll go. I want to
He
see if
wants the
they'll
content.
literally
The Scooby, you want to see Scooby?
legit. I think what they're gonna do if they get a season 2 is make it even worse. I think they're gonna add Scooby and make him like fucking like he's speaking in like I don't know
Italian.
rap lingo or some shit. Yeah, Italian. There you go. That actually might be funny, honestly. They wouldn't do that then. So anything
He's
funny,
just
they're not
pure
gonna do.
hardcore ebonics.
Yeah, there you go. That's pretty much the same thing.
Hey.
I said.
Gore, can you do a
Okay.
Scooby laugh?
There
There you go.
That's the new.
How long will each of you survive in the Last of Us universe?
Remember the family that's on the side of the road and Joel and Tommy drive by? I'm the neighbors. Help me!
David's in that
That's
house
me.
on fire.
No, I'm the
Hell
grandma.
yeah.
Actually, I'll be the first to get infected. Like, ooh, bread! Nom, 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 nom.
Like your camera's out of focus and they see like you in front of your computer.
Yeah, they're like. They see in the background.
This is your
I'm
boy
making
Gore
noise.
here with my reaction to the zombie infection
Wait,
that's currently
hold on,
happening.
I
to
gotta
our
eat this
city.
sandwich and eat these cookies and. That's
How
how
does
the
that-
infection.
David
That's
would
how
be
that's how the infection spread. Dude. I don't
David
know.
would be the dead body they had in that second episode.
Hell yeah.
He'd be
Like, what,
the,
what happened to him? I don't know. He got bit.
no, he'd be the one that bit. You didn't see him. That's why I didn't see him. It was David. He
And
was
there
in-
would be
he was
like
in-
really
he
bad
was in
like
Indonesia having a trip. And
there'd be a
then,
really bad like security cam footage of him just running.
yeah.
No, I think
He's the only infected that runs like a fucking moron.
Well,
no,
that's
I
how
think
you know I'm infected. It's the only time I'm running.
Yeah, it's true. It's
No, I
true.
think our boy
Even-
Gore-
Even though the fungus inside the cordyceps is like, God damn, man, fuck, run.
no, I think our boy Gore is still doing reactions in the post-apocalyptic world.
Yeah. Hey, yo, what's up, everyone? I'm like, I have Mad Max gear on, shit. Desert background. I'm watching
I don't even
JoJo
know where I'm
episode
uploading this
185.
to.
Uploading this on fucking I don't know, Desert Tube, because everything's gonna be a desert.
Yeah, it would be
Everything's gonna
Vimeo.
be a desert. I expect everything to be a desert like Mad Max.
Where would DSP be? I know he'd still be in his gay computer, not knowing anything happened.
DSP is the cockroach of the universe. He's not gonna die.
Well, no, he'd be asking his fans to help
He's
him
like a
support.
Twinkie.
He'd be like, "Guys, I really need money to survive a couple years in this apocalypse. Can you guys please support me?
Yeah, please support me, guys.
Here's my
And then,
address.
like,
If you could PO box me anything, any rations, I just need it to survive. Me and my
envision-
cat and cat.
I envision him being the last person on Earth, and it's like I am Legend.
And he's talking to
and he
mannequins,
has
trying to.
mannequins.
And 1 Minute Man is still tipping.
Yeah, no, 1 Minute Man's the one that moves. It's like, yo, 1 Minute Man, you need to tell me
No,
if you're real.
no. It's no. The one moves, and you think it's Tevin.
Yeah, Tevin, that son of a bitch, Tevin, that mentally ill fuck, Tevin. He took the money right out of my mouth. It's like, doesn't make any sense, Phil. You don't eat money. You don't need money anymore.
I remember when a kid spoiled Jeff's night by thinking his Reformed Orthodox brother Bill Clinton.
Oh yeah,
Rabbi
that
Bill
guy.
Clinton is what you're thinking.
yeah, Rabbi Bill Clinton.
Uh,
Clinton. I
Before
can't
he
wait
play-
for him to present Game of the Year next
yeah,
year.
right. If Jeff
Yeah.
was smart, he'd bring him on stage. Really,
Yeah,
though.
and then execute him on stage.
Yeah.
Punch
Phil,
it back in the
Phil's
head.
gonna do his minute
Dude.
jerk off to pass the time. That's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no one's gonna be watching, so it's not gonna be hard.
Wait, minute? Whoa.
That's
whoa,
being very
we're talking about-
generous.
Those are like Olympic times. That ain't happening. God damn.
What else do you play, Gore?
Oh yeah, we're still on that. I played Dead Space. Let's just go. I played Dead Space Remake.
Oh yeah.
About 4 hours in right now. I wanted to play more today, but
As you do.
doing this shit. But I'll probably play more after we're done. But yeah, it's great. It's fucking real good. I had to hold my tongue the last couple days because I've been seeing. I mean, I guess I could have brought it.
You
up
could
and
say
done it,
stuff.
but-
Yeah, you didn't
Yeah,
get.
I don't
You're
want.
not
I
under
don't.
an embargo.
I'm not under embargo.
I think the only
guess
thing-
technically, technically, if you have the game, you should still follow the embargo. I would say. Even
I
if you didn't get it from the
disagree.
studio.
The only
Eh.
reason I'd say you should is just because in case you want stuff later on, then that would not blacklist you for anything. But like,
Yeah.
if you were just like some dude that just got that copy, talk about all you want. Like that should not matter.
Yeah,
Fuck
well-
the police.
Well, I'm going to do it now because embargo's over. I've been holding my tongue since Tuesday because I played almost all 4 hours I played so far. I played on fucking on Tuesday, and then yesterday I played like 30 minutes, and I was like, I'm tired. But like I was immediately I was like, this game looks fucking good.
So
like,
it-
it looks so good.
I was worried that the lighting would make it different. I think we
Oh,
all
it
were,
does.
but it's
It does. It does
Okay.
definitely 100%. It makes it way scarier.
oh scarier. Okay.
Dude, there's moments, and they showed this in gameplay before, but there's moments where you have to like they change. There's a lot changed in this. A lot of the secondary weapons or secondary
Sure.
abilities for the weapons are different. There's just like differences in the story. Obviously, Isaac talks this time, but there's actually actual differences too. What I keep hearing, I
I
haven't
can
really
already hear
experienced anything.
Kyle bitching in the
Yeah.
distance.
You can suck my
It
dick.
ruins the spirit of the game.
I don't see how he could say that. It's so good right now. But the side missions now, which Dead Space 2 had some side stuff too. But if I remember correctly, but this has side missions. You don't need to do them, but you should, because right now it seems like it's really fleshing out some of the characters that probably weren't very fleshed out to begin with. And yeah, you can like do the 0G gravity stuff. You can float, which I wasn't even thinking about. Like that wasn't in Dead Space 1. All you could do is like you could jump from platform to platform. Really, that was like really it. Dead Space 2 is the one that had that. So when they were showing that in the gameplay, I was just like, oh cool, that's in there again. I'm like, no, that was in Dead Space 2. That wasn't even in Dead Space 1. I just played Dead Space 1 again, and for some reason I didn't realize that. Oh shit, they're putting just straight up floating around. Like I'm pretty sure it's in Dead Space 2. It's definitely in Dead Space 3 because there's a big chunk of that game dedicated.
Well, there was that one where
Um,
you're fighting that thing where everything's rotating around
Yeah, but you're just space
on platforms, though. Yeah.
you're on platforms. Yeah, this game you are just floating, straight up. Like you could dive to platforms, I guess. I haven't done that yet, but you are floating in space, and it controls really well. It's entirely open world now, kinda. Where in the past, well, all right,
It was like levels.
Makes
Yeah.
it was levels. So when you got to a chapter, it would lock you off the rest of the content that you just did,
Yeah.
so you can't go back if you don't want. Now the tram lets you go to any point you want as long as you don't lock it, obviously. So if you unlocked all parts of the Ishimori, you can go back, and sometimes you'll want to because they add a kind of Metroidvania style thing where you can't open certain doors now.
Oh,
So there's
okay.
like they had a clearance system thing where throughout the story you'll get upgraded clearance levels. So you start off with nothing, and then you get 1 and 2 and 3.
Okay.
And then there's
That's
a
cool.
max level too. So there's doors that you can open, and even lockers they can only open if you have like levels 1, 2, or 3. And you get that throughout the story. You don't need to worry about like side stuff for that. You know, like you just play the story, and you'll upgrade your clearance level, and then you can go back. The one thing that's cool about it is that they have this thing called, it's pretty much like Left 4 Dead's AI director thing, where like after a little while they'll say, all right, this guy hasn't been attacked by a necromorph recently,
Oh, cool.
let's get him necromorph in there. And it's like really, like at first when I heard that I was like, oh, they could just jump out randomly and it's gonna feel cheap. Most of the time it's like really like they'll turn the lights out, the lights will turn out, you're like, what the fuck, and then there'll be a noise.
It'll look scripted.
Yeah, it'll look scripted, yeah, and but you've been in this area and you're trying to do like you're not even do a side thing. You're just like looking for like chests you haven't opened yet. So you're not even like you're scavenging pretty much. So like they'll do that where no enemies will pop up. It was just like the lights will flicker and then you'll hear a noise go bleh, or whatever, like in the far background. You're like, and then nothing pops up. And then like a minute later, a fucking necromorph's just there around the corner. Like he doesn't even make a noise. He's just there. It's like, what the fuck? He wasn't here before. So I think it's really cool.
Nice.
The only
Okay.
thing I'm worried about is the regenerator. Which I fucking hate that regenerator. You remember the regenerator? The guy, I mean, it's just like Resident Evil. They don't die. You can take them out for a little while, but they'll still chase you. The only reason why I'm worried is that how are they gonna implement that if you want to do like open world side mission stuff while that thing's chasing you down? I'm sure that it's more scripted, but we'll see. I'll see when it gets there.
Sure.
But it's great. It looks
Nice.
great. It plays great. Plasma cut is still the best weapon, but they made the other ones more viable. Even the flamethrower is more viable this time because it has like this flame wall you can shoot off. So like if you're
cool.
if you're getting kind of crowded, you can just shoot a flame wall, and then they'll burn and stay in place, and you can use your pulse rifle, proximity mine them and stuff. It's really fun. So gameplay is great. Looks amazing. It looks so good. And it plays great still. Like, I mean, Dead Space 1 aged extremely well. We played it a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Or I guess a few years
That was
ago.
one of our first games gone by.
That was the second one, I think.
Mhm.
Undertale and then that. I think.
Undertale and Dead Space. Yeah.
Yeah. And then and this game, I mean, it didn't need a remake, but what they're doing right now, from what I'm seeing, it's pretty
They
cool.
could have remastered it. I would have been fine with it, but remaking it, hell yeah.
It's a great remake. It's fantastic. They
So
did a
Dead
great
Space
job.
and RE4 this year, huh?
Hell yeah. Well, RE4's got some big shoes to fill because I like Resident Evil 4 a lot. I prefer Dead Space, honestly.
Adrian
but,
hates it. I mean, he's
yeah, he
not
hates
excited
that
for this
fucking
at
game.
all because he
Yeah.
just hated the original so
Yeah, he
much.
hates, dude. Dude, I knew Adrian for at least 2 or 3 years, or something, maybe a little longer. I don't know. But every Skype call we would have that wasn't a podcast, he would tell me how much he hates Resident Evil 4.
He
He
doesn't
said-
even
he-
think
he
Resident
actually
Evil
looked
is
at
a
me-
real game until co-op was introduced.
Yeah.
Listen, David, listen to this shit. 2 months ago, he came to my house. I think that was 2 months ago. He came to me. He said
Kane.
Gore, my
he
friend.
came. He said, Gore, my friend, Gore, I need to share this info with you. I was like, okay, cool. What's your name again? And he said, Adrian. I was like, oh, that's right. And he sat down on my floor. I don't know why I had a chair for him, but he sat on the floor. He's a little weird. And he told me Resident Evil 6 is better than Resident Evil 4.
I did.
And then he got his little Steven Crowder change my mind table and set it outside my apartment complex. Nobody came up to him and changed his mind. So he thought he was right. Because they was like, an old couple came out and they were like, what? So, obviously-
Hispanic, yeah. And then they walked away.
yeah.
Is this me or is Adrian's voice reverbing? It might be. I need to adjust it then. We'll figure it out.
You sound fine here, but that doesn't mean anything. But anyway, so the point is that Adrian hates Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, so hopefully they make it a good game finally.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully they
Anyway,
add
no,
a lot of.
Resident Evil 4 is not my favorite Resident Evil game, and I do prefer Dead Space over it. But Dead Space 3 though, that's the best one.
God, can you imagine if Silent Hill 2 came out this year too? Just
I think it will.
a triple
I really
threat
think
of
it
just
will.
of survival horror. remakes.
Hey, I got a feeling we got another remake coming. I don't know what it is. It's deep in my groin. I feel it. I don't know what it is. I guess System Shock remake comes out in a couple months.
Couple days.
But-
Was it?
Yeah, March it's supposed to come out.
Oh,
We'll
shit.
see.
Forgot all
Well,
about that.
that is, I guess, horror, but it's still like maybe
more
a
of an
little bit.
RPG than horror, but
Yeah, I think they still clarify. I mean, I consider it a horror game. I guess that System Shock 2 is more of the horror game. I never played System Shock 1 because it's way too. I don't want to say it's archaic. It's just like you look at it and
it
you
definitely
don't
is archaic.
you look at it and you don't expect System Shock 1 to look like that. Honestly, if you play System Shock 2, you expect it to look just a little bit less good.
It's
than
like
System
going
Shock
back
2.
to the first 2 Fallout games.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like that. It looks
Hmm.
like Elder Scrolls, like the earlier ones, kind of. Like I guess Fallout also, but Fallout was more top down though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
top down, and then Elder Scrolls was always like first person dungeon.
yeah,
crawler.
and System Shock is still first person, but it's like really archaic, like 2D, 3D graphics. If I remember, I never played it, so I don't know. I know they did a remaster for that not too long ago. The same people that are making the remake, which is weird. So I think or enhanced edition, whatever the fuck they call it. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
they're calling it Enhanced Edition.
yeah, no, they're calling the new one a remake, but they call. I think they, unless I'm thinking of System Shock 2, they released.
I think
enhanced
both
version.
have an Enhanced Edition on Steam. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was made by them too. Yeah, it was Night Dive, so they made that a few years ago. So yeah, actually, it looks a little bit better than I thought. Yeah, it's straight up like Doom graphics almost. The original System Shock. Anyway, like Doom 64 graphics almost. Anyway, that's it. So Dead Space is great. Go play it. All zero you. Listen,
Hell yeah.
you should play it. But yeah, even if you don't want to spend $70, at least play the original. You can get
At
that
Becky,
shit for like
I'll
$50.
we'll answer that in a little bit so we can put that all in one section. Anything else, Gore?
All right, now I'm done.
All right. Let's see. Finish Neon White. Good stuff.
Yeah, I still have to go back and finish it.
Yeah, it's
Haven't
super
got
fun.
around
I'm more a fan of smaller levels, so I like the beginning more than the later end.
Yeah, they do get a little too big. I still really like them.
Yeah, I still had fun with it, but it gets a little bit too like I don't really want to speed run it because it was so long. But
Right.
like the short sweet levels, like 30 seconds tops, I think that's when it feels good because I'm like I'll keep
Yeah.
speed running it.
Really,
Yes.
if you guys really like that game, you guys should check out Drunken Robot Pornography. Very similar style.
I'm not.
I'm
into your
not
weird-
horny.
Yeah, I'm not in your weird sex games. Okay, I will play the Bible Black game. I will not play
Hell
that
yeah.
though. All right, stop it now. Get help. I've heard of that game though before. The robot pornography. I've heard that
Yeah.
title before.
It's
don't know.
a fantastic game. It's basically just a speed running first person bullet hell.
Sounds sick. But Neon White has waifus in it,
This does not have waifus.
so fuck it.
Does it have funny robot?
It's nothing but funny robots.
There you go, Gore.
Okay, well, I don't know what I like more.
And it has a sweet rap song to introduce you to the
Oh,
lore
I
of the
do
world.
like sweet rap songs. That's what I'm known for. Is my
Um,
love for sweet rap songs.
That's why you got 8 Mile.
Yeah,
That's
there you
true.
go.
Yeah. Hey,
No, I-
right now, David, sing the entirety of Eminem's last. I'm sorry, B Rabbit's last rap, and at the end of 8 Mile.
Sing it, not rap it. Sing it.
Yeah, you have to do the
Ball
whole
with
thing.
the
We're like
ball,
this,
the
dude.
bang, the bang, diddy,
No, that's
diddy.
not close, but no.
Um,
Come on.
yeah. So Neo, I was good. I could have done without some of the cringy story moments, but it is what it is.
Oh, embrace the cringe. Be the cringe.
Sure.
I am cringe. Here.
I started up and beat the case of the Golden Idol.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was
I heard
really
that's great.
really
I heard
fucking
that's
good.
great. Yeah,
Yeah.
Easy Allies talked about that. They said
Yeah,
it was really fucking good.
I was going through and just looking through a bunch of before this Steam sale ended, I was looking through just for the hidden gems, and I wanted the hidden gems of last year so I could kind of see if I could pad up that really not prominent. I'm not gonna feel good about us doing the game of the year thing this year. Hopefully next year's
Yeah.
gonna be the year, but I want to pad that up a little bit, and I was really in the mood for that. And then apparently it got a really higher mark from Lucas Pope. So if you like Return to the Obra Dinn, you would like this one because it's a straight up mystery game. It's like a murder solve. You'll get like a scene, and you'll look in between some scenes, and you'll try to tell and it gives you a word bank. So you got to kind of go around and poke around. And it'll give you some words. It's not like it's not the words aren't hidden. Like it's very much highlighted. Click this, word pops down, and you eventually have the whole word bank. And then it has a bunch of like fill in the blanks, and you got to say it'll say like blank killed blank because when this person had stolen this blank or whatever. It just it fills in the blanks. You got to kind of like pick at it, and it'll only tell you if you have 2 or less incorrect. but it won't tell you anything else. So, and it's a progressive story too. So like the whole like there's 11 chapters and an epilogue. The whole thing tells a whole story. So like there's continuity, and then by the time you get to the end, it'll there's a little menu that pops up on top that lets you quick load into previous chapters to get like more details because you're like, oh, something happened with this character that carried over with this character, and something happened, and it was really cool. And the way you like, I spent a long time on that game, a lot longer than I should have, because I just did no hints. I hate doing hints in those games. I'm like, it ruins the whole point of it.
Yeah,
like, I hate it. Yeah, just like
Yeah.
I would rather run my head in the wall and figure it out rather than get the hints, because I'm like, well, you only get one chance at it. Why am I gonna blow with a hint? But so I went no hints on that. But it was like it was really cool. Like, oh shit, that's what that fucking happened, and then it all starts to fall together and make sense more as you go on. It's really good at tricking you too, where it seems like there's an obvious way. There's like three things. Like, here's the obvious way. Here's the like non-obvious way, and here's the really clever backwards thing that happened. And it's funny because like the way the words work, it really can be all those scenarios that could pop in there, so it could really fuck with you a little bit. But yeah, no, it's super good. If you guys are ever in the mood for like a mystery game, it's super chill.
Okay.
It's literally like it's amazing Steam Deck game. I fucking love it as a Steam Deck game.
What's
Put that on
the,
there.
Title again?
The Case of the Golden Idol. It's really good art, really good music. The art's like really weird, but I like it. One of my like biggest surprises in video games in a hot minute. But yeah, it was so much fun, and it was one of those games where I'd play it, I swear I'd stare at this fucking puzzle for like an hour. I'm like, I don't fucking know. Put it down. I'm gonna go to bed. Fuck it. I'm gonna look in the morning. I lay in bed for 10 minutes just thinking about it. I'm like, nope, fuck it. I can't go to bed. I gotta fucking solve this thing right the fuck now. So I'm probably I'm once I get done with this like grip of games I really want to get done with, I might go to Oberdin, because that shit fucking that was like I was hella in the mood for that. It was super good. So yeah.
Hell yeah.
Definitely recommend it out there. I don't know if it's on Switch. I hope it comes on Switch. Otherwise, if not, because that'd be a great spot for it.
You know it is on Switch?
What?
He's
GoldenEye.
nuts.
Ooh.
Ding, 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 ding. I say GoldenEye, but he fucking talked over me. Cocksucker. Hold on, actually. Do you like how I walked backwards, David?
Yeah.
He even see you.
Oh, you didn't see me?
You don't know that.
Let's see.
I didn't mean hold on. You could keep talking. This is for me.
I played a little bit of Mario and Rabbids, but just haven't really been in the mood for that. Played a little bit of God of War. Wasn't really in the mood for that.
Hater playing
yeah.
the fucking indie games because he's a fucking indie loser.
Too
Yeah,
good for the mainstream.
Honestly.
Wow, what a douchebag.
I've been
Hipster fuck, put your beanie back on, loser.
It's already on.
Oh, that's a hat.
That was a beanie.
You're a hat.
No, it's not. You're a fuck. Oh, I forgot to mention a game I did play. I don't know if you
Oh, what was it?
I don't know. Did you play it yet?
Terminal Cancer Patient Simulator.
Yeah. Also known as Dead Space. If you just imagine they're all terminal cancer patients and you're doing like God's work, then you're a good guy. No, it's a game that got announced yesterday and came out.
Oh, I downloaded it, but I was telling David I got to study for an exam this Saturday. But after that, I really want to think, because I've heard nothing but good stuff, and I loaded it up, and I'm like, I really want to fucking play, but it's late, and I gotta get to some shit.
I'll talk about it when we get to the news.
Yeah, it looked, and it's getting high praise. Good for that though. Like that was something Xbox
really
Xbox really fucking needed that.
They needed it. It's getting a lot of really good.
Yeah,
reviews.
good for that.
Like, I looked on OpenCritic. I think there's like 2 10s and a 9.5.
Hell yeah!
God damn.
You know what though? That's good shit, because it's so recency bias, because it's brand new, it's something fresh, and you're like, hell yeah, this is great. In about like really 3 months, you're gonna be like, that was still good. It wasn't like that, but it was still good. So
I don't know.
That's what I would imagine, but whatever.
Sorry, 110 and a 9.5.
Let's see. Yeah, I've been knocking all my season pass shit because I want to get done with multiverses things, so I don't have to get the season pass the next one. I'm not gonna get the next one.
Yeah, I've been trying to rush through Overwatch. I forgot that too. But I only got like halfway. So I mean, I have a week and a half, so I might be able to get.
And I'm probably doing double XP.
I need to start focusing on other games.
Let me know if you want to play that though, because they'll give you the XP bonus if you play with the group.
Yeah, it's not really.
It's like 20. It's 20%.
You don't get a lot, but that's only for the match experience. It's not for everything else.
No, not for those, but it builds up enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
no,
might be
I'm,
able to get a fifth of the rank if we played all night from that.
yeah,
From the bonus XP.
I'm like 10 levels off of finishing that up, and then I'm about 12
Yeah,
levels
I'm
off
at-
finishing
I think
multiverses.
I'm at 42. So I only just started playing because I didn't play it almost at all for the last month. But I started
Yeah.
playing it a couple days ago again, and I really made up because I was at like 13 and like I started playing it a couple days ago, and I mean I guess I could, but like I already wasted a lot of the weeklies for this week already.
Right.
So and it just started. I think it refreshes on Wednesday or Tuesday. Yeah. So I have one more set of weeklies next week before it ends.
That's the cool thing about multiverses is they give you weeklies, but they hold on to it. They just give you 3 each week, and you can
And
retroactively
Multiverse
grab
is
them.
already dead though.
Yeah, so I was gonna say is I'm having fun with it still, but I'm like I don't. Battle passes feel like a commitment, and I don't
And they
mind
haven't
doing.
released a new character in a long time.
No, it was Marvin the Martian. Like when was it? Like
yeah, that was like
November?
fucking November, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
they were-
that's
they were-
long for this game.
they were
'cause
putting them out, like,
cranking them out every like
2
or
weeks.
So weeks.
It was like 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah,
I don't know what they're gonna do with Rick and Morty. They remove him because I think it's Roiland doing the voice.
yeah.
So-
And they can't
they'll
give
swap his voice. right?
probably because they have new characters they gotta match them up with. But yeah, no, I still have fun with it, but battle passes feel like a chore if they're not a game you're actively really enjoying and playing on your own free time. So multiverses, I feel like I have to just go back and just knock out all the stuff for. So I'm not gonna get that one next. Marvel Snap, I'm still doing that. That's been a thing. Started Norco. I like the introduction for Norco so far.
I loaded up GoldenEye. What are you talking
Hell yeah.
about? I saw
Um,
the GoldenEye logo. I was like,
yeah. Am I down with that? When we're done. Norco is super cool so far. I like the writing in that a lot.
yeah, I've heard that's really good.
Yeah, shouts. Gave my city a shout in the beginning. Our whole city was on fire. Big shouts.
That's no
Let's
good.
see. I this week, like I got mentioned like 4 times already. I have exams coming up, so I needed to put stuff off. So I had a game set up for them, and then they're doing movies too. But I had them playing the Beginner's Guide. Because I haven't touched that game. That was one of our projected games gone by before we had to shut that thing off because I got busy. But I haven't played the Beginner's Guide since 2015. So me doing that as the game's gone by, I was super excited to see how I thought about it. And going back to it, it's like arguably more relevant now. And I love that. I just love that story so fucking much.
Right.
David, did you like the Stanley Parable?
No.
Fuck
Okay.
you. Fuck you. I seriously will. I'm not even. This is a threat. Someone better stop me.
This is a fucking video
This is a fucking threat for some fat fuck named David.
named
Hell
Duracell
yeah.
joystick.
Yeah, Duracell joystick. Got his
I really fucking love the Beginner's Guide. I'm curious. 'Cause I would love for David to play it because, again, it's a deconstruction.
He'd hate it, dude. I've
I-
seen like gameplay for that game. He would hate that game. Come on now. No, he would hate it. Are you high?
See, it's
Come
hard
on.
because
if you didn't
he.
like Stanley Parable, he's really gonna hate that.
No,
fucking game.
see, that's kind of where well,
Especially the voice acting. The voice acting is like it's not bad, but it's like really a little. It's very pretentious. Like just from what I've heard.
it's.
Oh, you'll see, David. You have 2 hours of time. Go play it.
Here's the thing: is I would say yeah he would hate it, but then again he also liked Edith Finch, which throws like a slight wrench into it
But
a
Edith
little bit.
Finch, it wasn't. No, Edith Finch was like a straight up like a pretty standard story told visually like oddly. Like the
Sure,
visuals were odd,
sure.
but it was still a standard story. Like, all right, my family. Here's my family. Here's this family. There's this family. Here's this family. But it was all like done stylistically. Where I know the Beginner's Guide that does that too, but I think he's not gonna like what it's like. He's not gonna like the. I know he's not gonna like the beginning. I know that, 100%. I didn't watch a full playthrough, but I watched a review that pretty much talks about the entire game. Not too
Yeah,
long ago. Shout out
Um,
to previously recorded. There
it-
used to be a channel. You
I
know
would
those,
say it was pretentious back
Red
and
Light
then.
Me?
I feel like it's not really pretentious, but it definitely hits the nail on the head a little bit. But like, I still think that's kind of the point.
David's not gonna like it though. Is all I'm saying.
I
mean,
know.
I from what I heard, I get the point. I mean,
Yeah.
they talked about that in that review I watched. Yeah. Hey, where you going?
Yeah, no, I would be curious to see what what you would think, David. 'Cause it's such a fascinating. You know what? And maybe this will sell you a little bit, even though you're not gonna like it. I still promise you're not gonna like it. But I actually used as reference in it for the lesson was House of Leaves of how the deconstruction of the story works, where it does things in ways to tell the story and then diverts it, but then it's also like it's like mental illness too. It's such a fascinating story, and I connected with it more now because I think just having more. I mean, it's been 7 years since I played that game, over 7 years since I played that game. So like just all the stuff that I've gone through in my life, and then just how stories have gone. It's so fascinating. I fucking love it.
I mean, you piqued my interest when you mentioned House of Leaves.
Because I'm using it as a lesson of deconstructing meaning in stories, and I think House of Leaves is a good one of it deconstructs the medium to tell the story. Which, granted, I think in a lot of ways Stanley Parable does that too. But I mean, I can see Stanley Parable not being it because it's not your type of humor or quirk. But there's not really a humor or quirk to the Beginner's Guide, which might be better for you.
I mean, you have me curious.
It's literally like an hour and a half, literally like an hour and a half playthrough.
Yeah, the original Stanley Parable is about that long too.
Yeah, it depends on if you like really want to get into it, like in search for it, which obviously David didn't. But
I have the platinum in it, but or not platinum, but I
Yeah,
have
I was about to say it was on consoles back then. You liar.
Yeah.
biggest
Oh,
liar.
you have it 100%.
Wait, no, that's bullshit. Because to do that, you need to do.
He had to do the cheat.
Thing. Oh, he did the one. He did the cheat. He's a scumbag.
I also time skipped my PC. I was.
That's the cheat, asshole. That's
no,
yeah.
there's two trophies. That one you have to wait 5 years, but there's also one trophy that only has a 30% chance of ever popping.
Oh yeah.
So you either are lucky and you will just automatically get it, or you have to use a console code to get it. And I cheated and used a console code to get it.
Wow, double cheater right here.
Yeah.
I hope that really makes you feel good that you cheated,
Yes.
fucker. Anyway, whatever.
Anyway,
I don't even want to look at him.
yeah. So I'm having fun going through and watching reactions of the Beginner's Guide because that wasn't really a thing I looked for back in the day, but I still love it. I'd have to see where it lands and everything because a lot of these story games I'm just thinking about like I want to go through maybe want to really go through Disco Elysium for whatever reason. I think just I've been on that I've been on that writing kick where I just really want like a really good story in games right now.
You should play a space between the bound or whatever.
The what?
Again? Space between the bound or whatever. Fuck. The space. What the fuck is it called? Space in the bound. Space between the bound.
My cracks.
The space between my ass. What's it called again? Space in my ass. Space. Hold on, I'm looking.
A space for the Unbound.
Yeah, that's what I said. Come on. Fucking idiot. Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
Space for the Unbound. Yeah, I keep hearing that's great.
Yeah, it just came out too. Hell yeah.
Yep, not too long ago.
Yeah, probably.
I've been hearing about that game for a couple of years.
You know,
they had like a prologue for that game like 3 years ago that was free on Steam. And I was like, that's cool. And I heard it was like 10 minutes long. I'm like, I'm not down. I'll just wait.
You know what? I bought David actually that you might. I think it's called Chained
you bought
Echoes.
David something? Oh yeah, Chained.
You bought me?
Wait.
It's a Steam game.
Yeah, Chained Echoes. It's free on Game Pass.
Oh no, I bought one on
okay.
Steam Deck though.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I changed that.
Yeah, I have it downloaded on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played. I forgot. I guess I did play about 2 hours of that game. It's very much a classic SNES like JRPG.
I'm trying to be money stingy, so maybe I do return
That's
that.
like
and
one of the
just get-
highest rated games of last year.
Maybe I get
that came
Space
out of nowhere. I bought that. They had a collector's edition for that. I decided to buy.
Maybe
I
I'll
was like,
return
I
that
know
and just
I
get
love
space for or space whatever this game is.
The Space for the Unbound. Come on.
Yeah, just because
You
I know that was,
you don't know the name?
I know that was on Game
I said
Pass.
it perfectly first time.
But yeah, no, I heard that the game was like an incredible story. So
Yeah. I mean, it has a really cool. I mean, the beginning is a pretty typical start for a JRPG, but it has a really good combat system. That's for sure. It's all about like
How long
fucking
is
making
it?
sure you keep this like meter. It's like 30 hours, so it's not crazy when it comes to JRPGs.
that means we want to keep it on Game or Steam Deck.
Yeah, I mean, it looks really nice on my OLED. But I got too many games. I really want to finish Xenoblade Chronicles 3 one day. So
One day.
I mean, we got about 5 different games coming out next month that I'm excited for. So fuck my life. It's
You know-
life is
Sounds like a
hell.
little
Life is hell when you're excited for things.
You know what I was gonna boot up because I was gonna play Chained Echoes because I knew I would like Chained Echoes more. I was gonna boot up Live Alive.
Oh, it's good. Oh, okay.
I was like, I feel
Live
like I'm gonna like Chained Echoes more than Live Alive, so I want to
Probably.
play Live Alive first.
Well, they're different. They're
They're different
completely
enough,
different.
but
Yeah,
hearing that
like Chain Echoes is still just a straight up turn-based game. Where
sure,
Live Alive is way more like Fire Emblem mixed with a turn-based game, kind of.
yeah, no, not
Um,
necessarily like gameplay wise, but story wise, I'd probably
Which I guess
enjoy.
that's a turn-based game.
I enjoy Chain Echoes more, I'm sure. But
Yeah,
I want
no,
to get through
probably.
Live Alive first, just because I don't like I like playing the one that I wouldn't like as much, just so that it doesn't really get tainted by the next one.
Live Alive is a great game for you to play, though, considering you don't have a lot of time, because it's like a 20, 25 hour. I took longer because I fucking really grinded the shit out of it, which you don't
Right.
need to do.
No,
I just
you
did
don't
because I was
need to
having a
at
good.
all.
Yeah, you don't need to. It's a very easy game. But I grinded the shit out of it, especially for the ones where you actually grind out. But like
Right.
a lot of the stories are really short, so like
Yeah.
you can fucking finish. You can finish like most stories in about 2 hours tops.
Yeah, so
one of them you could finish in like not even an hour, and that was like the cowboy one, which that really disappointed me actually. That was really for that one. That one would be like 40 minutes. I was like, what the fuck?
I took out Rabbids to put Live Alive in. I wasn't. Rabbids is fun, but I realized when I started playing, I'm like, yeah, this is more Rabbids. I don't know what I was expecting, but it's fine. But it was just Rabbids.
They made it so they can move freely now.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Did you even notice that?
Yeah.
Come on, that's a big change. The fuck.
Yeah,
They
everything's.
added Bowser.
Dude, Game Pass games this month go fucking hard.
You know, it's funny because in the first half of the month they were really shitty, and then they were
And they
really
heard.
shitty. Like they had like literally nothing. They had what was it? They had like they had Stranded Deep and Mortal Shell. I was like the only things that were on there for like a solid like 2 weeks. And then of course we already knew Persona and Monster Hunter
That's
were
what it
coming.
was.
But then GoldenEye and then Hi-Fi Rush, and then of course we have do we have something else coming soon?
Well, this
Atomic
month.
Heart, but not this month. But
Oh.
Atomic Heart comes out in a couple weeks, so
Hell yeah.
I'm fucking hyped for that.
Bro. I've been
my
playing.
my little boy pussy's ready, bro.
I knew I was playing another fucking story game. I've been playing Pentiment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of fucking reading. A lot of fucking
Yeah,
reading.
I know. That's the only why I haven't.
Yeah. But yeah, so I booted that up and playing that. It's been pretty good so far. I like that. So
Nah, too
I'm
much
in-
reading.
I'm in one of those weird moods of just like, yeah, just give me a story. Usually, like it's usually the opposite where I just can't process the story. I just want to play some dumb shit to like occupy my brain, like Power Wash
Yeah.
Simulator or Vampire Survivors. But I've been kind of the opposite. I want some stories. What was it? Oh, I had to speak. I was looking at Game Pass games and I saw because obviously Persona came out this month as well.
Mhm.
What was that? I heard some of my students talking about Persona, and then I guess one of them was arguing how they like Persona 4 more than 3, and how they should try to talk someone into buying 4 over 3. And I overheard them. I'm like, so I was like talking. I was like, so wait, what are you guys talking about Persona? And then I mentioned I was like, just don't buy 3, and they thought I was agreeing with them saying 3 was bad. I was like, no, it's just that portable. We don't need to play portable, especially with that remake.
I don't know. I know David probably doesn't like it because that makes sense to me. But
It's
I don't
just
know.
the inferior version. The only
Sure,
reason
like,
to play.
I watched
3,
a review that said it was still a really good version to play.
I think it's only worth playing if you've already played FES.
You think that, but like, I know it's because it doesn't have as much like freedom, I guess. But you're not walking around
It's
and
more
shit,
so
really.
that it's an enhanced version that takes out a lot of content. So it's just
Hell
straight up
yeah.
missing a lot of story elements. The only reason to play portable,
It's like Resident Evil 3.
exactly. But picture it taking like 60 hours of content out of the game instead of being like 4 hours. Of
Oh,
content out of the game.
quicker playthrough.
Hell yeah.
Hell
But
yeah,
no,
man.
Legitimately, it's missing a lot of the content, as well as the fact that it's only worth playing if you're specifically wanting to do the female main character route.
Hell
Because
yeah,
the
man.
character route is different, but at the same time, without. And I've been trying to avoid saying it because it's kind of spoilery, but there are elements of the female main character route that are a slap in the face to the messaging and themes of the game. So it's
Only
kinda one of those-
men.
Exactly.
It's a
It
very,
is
it's a very
man's
sexist
world.
game. It's a man's world.
But
It's
no,
a man's world.
it's worth it to see something different.
Well, that's the only
But-
version I'm gonna play. So, I mean, I got 2 Persona games I still need to play, so I'm not wasting my time hooking up a PS2. So, if I'm playing
Just
Persona
play
3,
on your PC with an emulator. It'll-
I'm not doing
No,
that. I'm
Gold
playing
will
it on
never do
my.
that.
I need achievements. I need to feel superior. I need to be a high level on my rank for the
Or
month.
he needs to play on his OLED.
All right. So
Yeah.
in that case, then, if you're
No,
gonna do that,
not paying for it.
do the
Fuck that.
male main character route, and then look
No.
up stuff online for.
No,
the
I'm
answer.
gonna be no gender, and if they don't have it, I'm gonna boycott it.
No, I legitimately though, if you're only gonna play,
I identify
the-
as sandwich still. That's it. I think that's
If
it. I think
you're-
that still says it on my Facebook.
I
think
you
it
might be
does.
right, actually.
Yeah. Or Amy Schumer. It's either one of those.
It's Amy Schumer.
Yeah, I think
But
it's
no,
Amy Schumer.
legitimately, if
Yeah.
you're only gonna play that just because it's the most immediate and convenient way, play the male main character route, and then look up a video on what's called the answer, which is basically all the content that is missing from that version.
They're gonna say a thing called YouTube. Look at
Yes, so look up a thing called YouTube. But no, the answer is
Look it
basically
up on the
the
YouTube.
epilogue that goes along with the rest of the story, as well as a lot of the additional content that was taken out. So,
Okay.
in the original PS2 release, the answer was basically like an expansion pack for the original PS2 game, and then in the US we just got it as one big disc essentially. But yeah, so play the male main character route, and then watch a video talking about the answer, and then that'll fill in all the other 40 plus hours of content. That
This
you're
is
missing.
pointless because there's no way I'll ever get to it anyway because I still have to finish Persona 5. So, doesn't matter. I stopped playing. I
mean,
stopped playing that so I could go back to Danganronpa 3. So
honestly, I feel like you probably would actually like Persona 3 a lot more than 5.
I mean, I love 4. So I don't know if I hear 5 is just 4 again, kind of in terms of tone and wacky characters.
Yeah, in
and stuff.
terms of, like,
But
they basically ramp up the
I
power
love
of
4.
friendship nonsense, and a lot of the other
Hell
the
yeah,
music is
I love
ramped
the power
up.
of friendship.
I feel like you would appreciate a lot more of the
Of the darker
grittiness
shit?
of
Yeah.
3 though.
I know you have to shoot yourself to go into the TV world or wherever the fuck the world is in that one. Don't you? Is that 3? Where
Well,
they
no,
go-
that's just how they activate the persona. In the world
Oh.
of Persona 3,
How
they
you go
can
to the world.
activate their personas outside of a special world. That's part of why the Persona 3 cast is actually of the Persona games, probably arguably the strongest of all of them.
strongest like powerful or strongest as
yes.
in okay.
In
or
terms of the enemies they
likeables.
face, and in terms of the lack of limitations on their powers, they're probably the strongest of the Persona characters.
Here's the question: can you romance the robot girl?
I think you can actually.
All right,
romance
I'm gonna
Aegis.
play that. I'm gonna play that next. Then. I only know
And
that
that's
character
another
because I
reason
only
I
know
will
that
say-
character because I played Persona 4 Arena and she shows up in that, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" It was like I don't remember her from Persona 4, and
But
it
I
was like
think
they're
that's
just mixing
only
3
an
characters.
FES option. I don't think that was in base.
What?
So I don't
Fuck.
think you'd have that in portable.
I'll just watch on
Uh,
YouTube.
It's been ages since I played base or portable.
It's
but
been
that is
ages or
one thing-
ages.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
But that is one thing I will also say. For as much as people, and I get where people are coming from, because I sort of agree myself, shit on Persona 5 for some of its questionable romance options.
What, the teacher?
in
Whatever. Who
term-
cares? Whatever. Don't spoil love.
Persona 3
Well, that's all
Portable
I
has
know.
arguably a far more fucking questionable romance option.
What do you date a puppy? Whatever.
Close. The other worst
cat,
thing
okay.
that it could be from a puppy is a literal child.
Oh, I
If
was
you
gonna-
play the
I was gonna say
female
Hitler.
main character route, one of your dateable options is a literal child.
All right. Well, I'm now definitely playing the female route. I gotta see that shit. What the fuck? God damn. I mean, there's no sexuals in these. It's just like, isn't it just like hand holding and shit like that? Isn't it like
Oh no,
very...
there's implied shit.
Oh, I guess yeah. In Persona 4, there was implied shit.
And Persona
I do
5,
remember that now.
in the original release of Persona 5 at least, Royal, they tone it down a little bit.
Maybe
but-
he's like the boss baby, where he's like he's like Stewie or whatever.
No,
Oh, maybe he's like a Little Man. You ever saw Little Man?
I have not seen Little Man.
Little Man's like the worst movie of all time. Wayne's Brothers.
I
he
mean, it can't
pretends
be
to
worse
a
than
baby.
Zombie Christ.
No, Zombie Christ sounds sick. So,
I
Little
feel
Man
like
was
you
a
would actually
movie.
probably appreciate Zombie Christ.
I mean, it sounds funny. My two
Picture
favorite things, the Lord and
horror
zombies.
movie starring a classroom skeleton as Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And he uses it to do very unfortunate acts on unwilling participants.
Wait, he uses himself?
Yes. Except there's a line that is verbatim. You will receive the bread of Christ,
Okay.
and an actual like Twinkie forms in that area that is
Oh.
used to do the unspeakable acts.
Oh. Well, I don't need to see it anymore. You're just spoiled the entire fucking movie. Like, that sounds like a big twist. The fuck? Now I know there's Twinkies in it. How do they get the rights to host this or whoever the fuck makes those? Yeah. Who makes Twinkies? Is it Hostess?
I
That
think it's
sounds right.
Hostess, yeah.
Yeah. Well, me and you are the fat guys. We should know this.
I don't
You
like
know
Twinkies. I actually.
I don't
hate
like
them.
Twinkies. I don't like. You know what's funny? I liked what are the fake Twinkies called? Do you know? You probably do because you're fat. Also, there's a
devil though.
no, not Devil Dogs. Devil Dogs is the sandwich with the cream in it, which is
Oh
like,
yeah.
similar. But at a certain point, when you're mashing it in your mouth, it doesn't matter if it was a sandwich or if it was just like a goo inside a cake. But
Yeah.
like, it doesn't really matter anymore.
put inside me.
Yeah, exactly. I like the cream.
Let's see what else.
no, it's
Someone
called
clip that.
Cloud cakes. They're called cloud cakes.
Oh, okay.
It was from I think it might have been from the Devil Dog creators, but they were way better. They were the exact.
Yeah,
they were
so-
literally. I think that's Drake.
Drake. Yeah.
Yeah. They were literally the exact same to the point where it had two holes in the bottom, just like a Twinkie, where they put the gooey, delicious whiteness. And they were yellow. They looked exactly the same, but they were way better. So
Huh.
they still suck, but they were still way better. no, they're all right. They were good, but comparatively, well, not comparatively, just Twinkies suck. Anyway, we're fat, so
Oh, yeah. So
moment of-
Adrian, while you
that
talked
moment of-
about what you played, I'm gonna go pee.
I think he's.
Anyways, did y'all see Gore's
like,
reaction where Gore was
what
looking for his
to do.
phone for a good minute, then realized he was using the phone to record his video?
That was I think that was the was that the fucking yeah, it was the what the fuck is this game called again? Wanted Dead thing, because I was trying to scan. I think the thing's here. This thing. And I forgot. I'm so used to using my webcam, so I forgot. Here, you can scan it if you want. I don't know if that's gonna come through. There you go. There
Let's
you go.
see. Let's
That's
see
pretty
what.
good. It's just it's a press kit. So there you go, for the game. So it's not anything. If they
Oh,
want me
yeah,
to
I
show
got
it,
it.
they shouldn't have put it in there. All right.
Oh yeah, I
It's a
got
pre-
it.
It's a press kit. so-
Download press assets. Let's go.
Yeah, it's the entire game.
Let's see. Did I play anything else? I played a little bit of Brotato.
What are you even saying?
That was it's like a Vampire Survivor game, but it's also really good though. It got pretty high reviews. And then Terror of Hemosaurus. Have you heard about that one? You would love that.
No, I don't think I've heard of it.
Yeah, you would love that. Terror of Hemosaurus. Look that up real quick. Let me see if I can type it. Terror of Hemosaurus.
Terror of I found it.
So it's like a rampage game, and you just fucking kill the shit out of people and everything like that. You
It's like
cause
a
all.
rampage game.
Yeah, you just throw
Yeah,
people.
It's
and
exactly
you,
rampage. Yeah, wait, the fuck, this is just rampage.
Yeah.
Oh, he came back with his fucking stupid ass thing. You heard that?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
A piece of shit. Oh, I didn't realize he had that. Anyway, he's a piece of shit. No.
Hell
Yeah, this looks like a rampage. This is like a rampage. Rampage.
Yeah.
Looks cool.
It was been pretty fun. I've messed around with it a little bit.
I don't want to play it. Eh.
But it's all co-op too, which is fun.
Oh, I gotta talk to people. Fuck that.
I hate
Hell yeah.
people. I don't want to do co-op.
Fuck
Add
that.
back with the uwu. Let's see. Anything else?
Let's get fucked. You ever just
Hell
think you
yeah.
want to get fucked by a man? Anyway, so Fire Emblem is also a game that's in my backlog.
Hell yeah.
I was just looking at. I was looking at games that came out this year so far. So Fire Emblem, Dead Space. Fuck. Forspoken. Oh, I forgot to talk about Forspoken. God
Yeah,
damn
what
it.
about your foreskin?
Um,
Tell us about that.
All right, Foreskin, not great. Forspoken is also not great. I'm not. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I was
You
hoping.
would.
I was hoping it'd be good. Everybody was like, "It's good. This game looks like shit." I was like, you know what? Gameplay wise, it looks fun. It does.
Yeah, I was excited for a little geomancy running around the earth like fucking
Yeah.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I played about an hour and a half. Literally, the first hour is nonstop story, and I'm like, oh my god, just get me into the fucking fantasy world. It's so obvious where the story's going already. Your character is abandoned, and people find you and adopt you. No, they don't adopt you. They just leave you to like live in like I guess they don't really explain that. She just like never gets adopted, but she's like living on her own. So I don't know what the fuck. She's literally a baby, so I don't know who fucking raised her. They might have said it, but I was so
Tarzan.
Cool about
It was Tarzan. Monkeys
it's
raise her, and she.
Tarzan in New York City. What the fuck? And she's like really, she's really unlikable. Like I just don't care. Like she's really unlikable. She's like smarmy and not funny. And,
Holy shit! I killed. Or what was that? What was that line? She said like 3 times in a row. Holy
yeah.
shit! I flew or something like that. Holy shit!
Yeah. That literally happens in the first hour. Where she's like, holy. Oh, can I fly? I bet I can fly. Oh shit! I guess that's that's something I could do. Ha! And then the fucking stupid ass cuff, who talks to her. I was wishing he would be like the straight man, but no, he's also like, oh lol. I'm like, fuck off. Both of them are fucking comedians.
It's like kind of life, except the character also talks.
Actress. I feel bad for that actress because she was just in that Resident Evil show. She's not, when
Ooh,
it comes to
she's
video
not
game
doing
stuff,
good then.
she's not doing so well.
Eh.
Like she needs to pick better projects. I'm assuming she's a gamer. She's been in 2 fucking video game related things. Like she's not like huge, but like
It's funny because
like in the span of months, she's been in 2 big fucking.
remember when they
video
first
games
showed that game off?
stuff.
They advertised how it was Gary Whitta and
And Amy Hennig. Ugh.
yeah, but then
I totally forgot about that. Like,
Well-
hey, I like Gary Whitta. Shout outs. You know, Wordle, right? He made Wordle, right? Or am I confused that with?
no, it was
No, that's the other guy. That's the other Rogue One guy.
what
No,
was
that's him. Gary Whitta's the
Loodle.
guy Loodle, that's what I meant. I meant Loodle.
Wordle.
My bad.
he's rich as shit
I
right
didn't
now.
Make Wordle. I meant
Yeah.
Loodle.
Yeah, no. So what happened, and he's been separating himself from that project because it's come out like what they've used for what they used. They said Gary Whitta gave us the initial idea of the world, and then Amy Hennig kind of like fleshed out a little bit, and then they're like cool, and then they got these other 2 writers to do everything else.
Oh,
So-
you could tell it was written by like probably some Marvel writer, honestly.
Yeah, so Gary
it
Whitta's
has the
been
most
shit talking
Marvel-
it so
Good.
much.
I'm so glad. I'm glad because he should. Because it's just fuck. Only an hour and a half in. Not a single thing about this writing has been even close to decent. Like, there's one part where I'm like, oh, I kind of feel bad for her, and then immediately I'm like, I don't know anymore. No, fuck it.
Hope she gets hit by a car and loses her teeth.
Yeah, no. That was the only part that made me laugh. No, but this is the thing. Like, I have so many other games to play, and like this character's unlikable, and I don't want to play as her because
$70. $70.
Yeah. I'm just
Hey.
gonna probably drop it. I'll probably play maybe a couple more hours, see if I get addicted to the gameplay, because I heard the gameplay is really good. So far, I fought a dragon. That was about it. And it was
Holy
kind of
shit! I
annoying.
fought a dragon. That's what you kept saying,
Oh
right?
yeah. Holy shit! Is that a dragon? Is that a motherfucking
How do
dragon?
you fuck up
Right.
the excitement of fighting a fucking dragon?
You keep
And
saying,
also,
"Holy shit!"
Hey, I like that actress for the most part. I liked her in a couple other things I've seen her in, but she was really bad in that one scene. And I'm gonna blame the animators because when she sees a dragon, I don't know about you. If I saw a fucking dragon, if I was teleported to a world and the first thing I saw that was fantasy like was a dragon, I wouldn't be like, and then hide behind a pillar.
Gore would
I'm
find
like,
Gore would try to like
"Ah!"
stab himself with his fucking just trying to like
Oh.
kill
Get
him
the
stuff
fuck out of there.
I'd probably have a fucking stroke and a heart attack and die
and come.
and come. Yeah,
One of
it's
the movie got us the
exciting.
worst isekai protagonist.
Hey, big shout out to Square Enix.
don't know why they
Avengers
decided
Avengers
that.
doing really well. Big shout outs.
Yeah, yep. That's gonna live on longer than Babylon's Fall, at least. So.
Hey,
There you go.
shout outs to all the people that supported that game, bought all the DLC. It's gonna be free in another month.
In the span of a month, they're gonna lose 2 of their I'm assuming were big
Oh, we're gonna
games they
do
were
really
hoping
good with
were
these
online.
guys. We got Avengers. We got the Avengers IP a year after
And we got Platinum
Endgame,
Games.
and we got Platinum Games.
The best when it comes to action games, dude. They're made.
Imagine
it's gonna be a
fucking
hit.
up with the Avengers IP that bad.
Honestly, imagine fucking up with Platinum.
Imagine
Games
fucking
also.
up.
Like Platinum Games. There's a couple of duds under their belt, but they were like lower tier ones. You know, like Legend
Yes.
of Korra. That was like
Scale
a
Bound's the
$15
only
game.
like prominent
And
like.
that Turtles one sucked ass, but that was like the D team working on it.
Yeah, that was. We need money for this next project.
Exactly. Which there's no way in hell they needed money for their next project. Nintendo was just like, here's the money, make Bayonetta 3, and they were making nothing else. Bayonetta 3 was great for my play.
You know what?
so
Someone
I missed
posted on Reddit and just mentioning Astral Chain, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm in the mood to
Astral
actually
Chain
just
was
go
great, too.
through Astral Chain finally.
Astral Chain has a really slow start. That's the only reason why. I
Yeah,
haven't
that's what
continued.
that's what threw me off, but I think
Yeah,
I'm
I've
in the
heard
mood
it
for
gets so much better.
Yeah.
And it's also really long too. I hear so.
Yeah.
It's like 20, 30 hours long.
But yeah, big shout outs to all the people that spent DLC on that for Avengers. And we're getting it all for free in 1 month. So
Hell yeah! Can't wait.
hell yeah.
I mean, hey, at least you could still play the single player stuff.
That's true.
At
Kudos
least
to them
you
for
can't
doing
do that with Babylon's Fall. That
Might-
game is useless.
Can't you still play the multiplayer, but you just can't actually buy
Yeah,
it? I think everything because
uh,
it's peer to peer.
I don't know.
Could
I
be
guess so.
wrong.
I don't. At least you can still play the game then.
Yeah.
Fine.
I was gonna say if it's peer to
No,
peer.
You can still. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. You can still play. They're just not.
It's no more
generating
updates.
Wait, updates. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Babylon's Fall is closing down. It's just, that's over.
When is that over?
They're not even gonna. They should have did the smart thing and like restructure as a single player game, because I'm sure if you just make it a single player game, I bet it's like okay. Because I've heard the gameplay is okay. Yeah, or make it. Well, I don't think that's gonna work. But
They should do what Anthem did and oh, that's what they're doing.
yeah, and die. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
There you go. They should have did a what's the other game that died? The Culling 2, and like recall it and then refund everybody.
Hell yeah.
Anybody remember the Culling 2?
No,
That was like a controversy for a hot minute. Do you remember the Culling 1?
no.
It was like it was kind of the first Battle Royale game. It really wasn't, but whatever. And they made a second one, and it was a fucking giant piece of shit. And they actually just canceled the game completely. They just completely like got rid of it and then just remade their original game.
Huh.
And then that died
actually, yes. We talked about
I think
that
Jim
on the
Sterling
podcast,
talked about that, too.
actually.
I'm sure. Yeah, if it happened in the last 4 years, we talked about it on the
It
podcast.
happened probably around 3 years ago, so I'm sure we talked about it.
Yeah, I think we talked about that.
Maybe it was longer. I don't know. Anyway, it
Nah,
doesn't
we
matter.
didn't.
It's a piece of shit.
Anyway, so let's move on from this. I want to talk about a couple things, and then I'm gonna let you guys do whatever you guys need to do in news because I need to get some studying in for tonight. I want to talk about.
We don't even really need it.
There's a couple things, but either way, I want to do one thing first. I want to go through some of these shows.
Okay.
Really
Some
quick,
of these
someone,
shows?
yeah, because near.
Oh yeah, sure.
Really quick though.
Have you watched that, David?
No, I haven't yet. Because my
Uh,
original intent was to wait for it all to come out and then binge it. And
Well, hey, yeah, good luck with that.
Hey, they said they're going to do 26 episodes, so
Shit.
yeah.
Yeah, one for each ending.
Really
Yeah.
quick, also before we get to that though, Abaki asked a while back, is Legend of Vox Machina any good? I wanted to give it a try.
Yeah, it's great.
Yes.
Watch it. Even if you've never watched Critical Role, which I haven't.
So
You get a lot more out
Great
of it
stuff.
if you did watch the campaigns, but it's set up in very much a way
I don't
that's
know.
easy to get
I-
into without it.
Yeah, it's just a typical like fantasy story with great characters. Like it's just there's evil. Let's go fight it. No, it's not 100% necessary, but I'm sure if you're like a big fan of the Critical Role stories, then you'll be like, oh, there's that.
Yeah, because there's definitely
Yeah,
a lot of
but you don't
moments they
need to watch it.
compress, and there's a lot of like hints to things early on.
Yeah.
Because I'm watching the episodes and then I go back and I watch your reaction later on, and it just I'm excited to see. I like seeing other people going through the journey.
Yeah, that's reactions.
Because
Yeah.
it's interesting to see a full, fresh perspective of it.
that's
And,
why reactions are popular.
Yeah. David learned the power of a reaction video.
Well, it's more so just the fact
I've been
that I
having a
don't
good time
have
watching
too
reactions
many
to
people
Last
to
of Us.
talk about it because everyone I know was like me. We all started around like episode 13 through 19 of the original broadcast of the Let's Plays a Critical Role.
I did.
So we all have been through the journey basically since the beginning. So
I have.
there's no one really to talk to with like a completely fresh perspective. So it's just kind of
Me.
interesting to see a fresh mind going into it.
All right, so that's good. So I have a Crunchyroll subscription for the month now, just with nothing. So I'm gonna probably
Watch
barge
Rust Chainsaw Man.
yeah, I'm gonna go through
Chainsaw
Chainsaw
Man.
Man.
It's so fucking good.
I'm gonna go through
Family.
Chainsaw Man and probably Parasite.
Spy Family's great. Yeah.
Spy
Well,
Family.
you know what? I legitimately think you would like Spy Family, and it'd be a fucking hilarious like double feature to watch along with
Chainsaw Man?
Man.
Yeah, actually, that would be a fun
Spy
double
Family might be
feature.
the most wholesome. Like,
How
even,
many
like,
episodes?
Dude, My Hero has always been very.
Spy Family's 26.
Yeah, it's pretty
Chainsaw
long.
Man's still going.
Yeah, Chainsaw Man right now is only 12.
It's still
It's
going though.
Well, Spy Family. No, it's not still going. No, it's not. No, it's done. The season's over.
Oh well,
I mean-
the season's over. But
Well,
Oh,
Spy
yeah.
Family's Spy Family's still going on. They just ended
I don't-
season 1.
So
I
so
don't think they-
No,
One
they already have a
Chainsaw
te- they
Man-
already- yeah, no. Spy Family has a season 2 trailer and a movie coming out.
Oh shit, I didn't hear about that. All right.
Yeah.
So
they have like a
one
little
ep-
teaser to show.
I'm trying to think the logistics. One episode Man, Chainsaw Man, and then 2 episodes of Spy Family.
Yeah, that's the math. No. Last episode you have to watch 4 episodes of Spy Family because there's 2
Oh.
extra episodes. Because there's 12 compared to 26.
I might
you gotta
just
do
I
the
might
math.
just run
gotta
Crunchyroll
do
for a little
4
bit and just knock out everything I've been trying to knock out for
How
a
about
while.
this?
So
You have dual monitors. Watch both of them at the same time.
Yeah,
Sync them up.
just have them both
Yeah.
going.
So keep one eye on each.
Have one sub, the other dub, so that
One-
way you
Yeah.
don't have to worry about it.
Make it one phone has one in the whatever, and then right there, have them on the headset. You know what I mean?
That's some
Space
creative
between the
solutions right
bounds.
there.
Yeah, there you
Space
go.
Between the bounds.
No,
you have one show on one headphone, and the other.
dude,
show
that
on
first
the other.
episode of Chainsaw Man went hard. And
Dude, fucking dude. You'll see.
Yeah,
Watch
I
the rest.
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
yeah, no, and I was pissed. They killed that little fucking thing. I'm like, oh, you killed that? No, we're at some point, everyone that person that just fucking killed that. What's it? The little dog pig thing?
Yeah.
Little pig
Kuchita?
chainsaw. Yeah.
Pig.
like-
It's a dog. I mean, I know it looks like a pig, but it's a dog.
That's like a pig.
Yeah.
Oh, I was to say, because I went to
It's a
our
demon,
Comic Con
yeah,
out here,
yeah.
and they had a lot of those little plushes. That's why I remember. But
Yeah.
the voice actor for Courage the Cowardly Dog was there.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh,
Yeah, and then Tom Kenny was actually there for a day too, but he was like
Hell
a super
yeah.
last second edition, so I missed him.
Have you heard Tom Kenny say a bunch of curse words at SpongeBob? It's pretty
No, but that sounds funny.
funny. It is pretty funny.
Um,
You ever hear him say the N word?
Oh, it's I have.
Yeah, I don't think that happened, but it would be weird. I hope he
It's a
doesn't
little
do that.
concerning.
Well, would it be a little bit more acceptable if it was SpongeBob doing it? You can blame
No.
SpongeBob on it. It wasn't me; it was SpongeBob. You think people would be like, "All right, fine," but SpongeBob's definitely canceled. Not
random
the show. Not the show. We'll get a different SpongeBob.
random
Okay.
side tangent.
That's all I wanna say.
I've been just on a kick of like going to my favorites and sorting by oldest added,
Yeah, sure.
and just going through like the old YouTube, and I was kind
I
of showing.
stopped adding shit to my favorites.
I was showing some like my student. I had to really fucking like I had to watch over what videos I was like, because like old YouTube was like not okay. There's some of them that were okay to show some of them. But what was that I found? I found the Not Today motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a classic. And I searched it up. I was like, oh, let me go find the original one of that. And someone remastered, so 4K 60 frames per second. Not
Oh,
Today
yeah.
motherfucker.
So someone did that with the first ever video ever. The I'm at the zoo. Or
Yeah.
that
uh,
looks weird.
saw that. I got to see the a Talking Moon. Saw Wise
Oh,
Words
yeah.
from the Sad.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
No, my name is Sad.
I don't give a fuck. He's in a car.
That's hey.
Yo, my name is
legend.
Sad. I don't give a fuck.
My name is Gore.
I don't give a fuck. My floating head on a car.
Oh god, some of those videos are so good.
What was it? The shower sex or whatever caught on tape. And
Hot girl shower prank. Yeah.
so good.
There was one I was gonna share to you again. I forgot what, but it was an old one. Yeah, I wanna. I keep meaning to do it. Maybe I'll actually have time this year because I'll be fucking done my shit in or like mid-May. But I want to see if I can make you a meme compilation of old videos though. Like go back and like negative 280p of all these videos that are like fucking Minecraft videos that you can't tell with the quality, but some of them are still bangers. Like some of them are still really fucking funny.
Hell yeah, that sounds sick.
Hell yeah. Anyway, let's talk the couple episodes of Nier before we're gonna talk Last of Us.
Okay.
People are complaining about the CG. Sure, it's not the greatest, but
I mean, it was only really in the first episode. Like,
But
it
also-
hasn't really even been that prevalent in the next two.
yeah, but
I mean,
also
it's a little bit, but
that
not as much as the first.
there was some guy on Twitter like, yeah, I couldn't watch because of the horrible CG. I mean, you're weak as fuck, dude.
Shut up! I'll come over there. I'll
People
rip
don't
your
know what
arms off.
terrible CG is, honestly.
Yeah, you haven't
If-
seen.
If
insert
you
bad
can't
movie
sit
here.
through something of Yoko Taro because of that,
She-Hulk, Shulk.
didn't she get nominated for? Didn't they get nominated for? Or was that a meme? I said someone outside character design or something like that.
The Oscars.
Golden Globes maybe.
I better not.
I thought I saw something. It was something ridiculous.
Unless it was like best use of a twerking green ass, then I guess it has to win that. It's like
Oh, I don't know.
Velma. I don't know. It's probably green.
Dude, second episode of Nier. was
Dude,
this-
all 3 episodes have been great, but yeah, the second episode's so good. Third episode made me get a borner. Is the one thing.
Corner.
A borner. Let me just tell you, David, this is not really a spoiler, but it looks like they're really, really using more stuff from the original Nier. Also, it seems like.
Really? Okay.
They-
I was gonna
Hey,
ask, 'cause, like,
not
how much
spoiler
can you
because I'm
really
not-
spoil? Is how much
Yeah.
is it actually following the game?
Oh no, they're definitely changing things, dude. When you watch the anime, the first episode, pretty much of Nier, like they did a near copy of routes A and B.
a
like, combine
replicant,
them.
one might say.
A replicant. Just Stolt, whatever. But anyway,
You know what? This
that's the
gives
other
me
one.
time. I think now I need to finish Nier before the fucking series comes back.
Or it ends at least. So. It's like I have a feeling like some of that stuff won't affect the story
Yo,
until later.
David, there's a Drakengard reference in episode 1. No, it's episode 2.
Yeah, I missed that
Really?
because you know it's
Yeah.
funny. I missed it on the TV, but I referenced it later in that fucking in the reaction. I forgot how I referenced it, but I completely missed it. The ending to Drakengard.
It says like
the secret-
Monster
the one that
lands in
leads to-
Shinjuku or whatever, and they have
Yeah.
they have him on a spike.
Yeah,
They have
Oh,
Angel's
hell
on a
yeah,
spike.
all
Yeah.
right.
It's like
That
it's
was
like a
crazy.
blink and you miss it though. Like it's like a quick
Yeah.
like boom.
I didn't
and
notice
then,
it.
But I was like, oh, I saw it. It
That's
registered
what
in my
people
brain,
talk
but
about.
didn't.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I saw it, but didn't register in my brain for a second.
Yeah.
And then when
I
I saw the
didn't even-
comments, I was like,
didn't
oh
even see it.
fuck.
I was thinking about it too because I referenced it in that episode at some point. I don't remember when. I just say like people look it up a giant body going what the fuck or something like that. I don't remember how I referenced it, but I did. And then people on Twitter were saying like, "Yo, Dragon reference." I'm like, "What the fuck?" And I missed that. It's literally referenced that
Yeah.
in the fucking episode.
It's wild. We're at a point where I'm like, holy shit, there's a Drakengard reference on.
Well,
fucking...
yeah, I guess like, hey, if I was Yoko Taro and they wanted to make an anime thing, I'm like, I'm putting some Drakengard shit in there.
So here's the real
Especially-
question: do we think we're now gonna get a new true ending into this? With this
Oh,
anime?
all right. They already added a new character to it that supposedly isn't new because they were in some fucking play or some shit. But new
and
new for
whatchamacallit there, the Pearl Harbor storyline.
well, I only read the.
I hope
half
someone
the
hears
manga,
out of
so,
context.
I don't know. The Pearl Harbor story, you know, Cuba Gooding
You know, with that
Jr.
big booty android.
Yeah, Ben Stiller. No, not Ben Stiller. Ben
Ben
Affleck.
Yeah, Ben Stiller, the big booty
Ben
anime
Affleck.
girl in the Pearl Harbor story.
Yeah, Ben Stiller. Yeah, Ben Stiller was on the Pearl Harbor. People don't know that. No,
He was on it. He was
Yeah, I meant Ben Affleck. He was in the movie. That's wait, that movie's based on a true story. Oh shit, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
The
Fuck,
book
I didn't
is
know
too.
that. I thought it was. Oh man, I thought it was just a fun little movie.
Don't forget to check out the
Shit.
sequel to Pompeii 2.
Wait,
Yeah.
don't tell me Saving Private Ryan's based on a true story too. I guess technically. It's not.
Thank God Schindler's
So-
List is
No,
fictional.
but Saving Ryan's
sure.
Privates is.
Oh, Shaving Ryan's Privates. That's one of my favorites. I like the part where it's clean.
Yeah, so there's definitely like it's definitely going somewhere else.
Schindler's List.
Okay.
I'm like, all right, this is ridiculous. What is he, Arya Stark? He has a list.
He's checking.
Stupid.
Yeah, and you've seen what they're doing
Yeah.
at the end though,
Yeah.
David, right?
He's gonna go home and eat chicken and rice. He's the angry video game nerd. Is here.
Hell yeah.
He makes the games that, or he plays the games that stink. He knows which ones to break. He just might even hate them all because he's mad for fucking sakes.
David,
He might just
you've
be
seen what they're doing at the end of the episodes though, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
those
that's
are
why I
so
made the
good.
joke about
Yeah,
one
about all the
episode per
endings.
ending.
Oh, it's so good.
I was excited for that one. We're like, right, what are they gonna do where they just disconnect the add-on thing?
Jimmy, no!
And they actually go on the screen and they show you like the game
I
from
like
it too.
that too. It's really in perfect context because like 9S wouldn't do that. I mean, I guess you can make him do that at certain points, right? I never tried to take out the chip when I was playing as 9S.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I assumed you could, but it just feels like something 9S wouldn't do and 2B would for some reason.
Yeah.
So like when 2B's just like, wait up, it just fucking dies. I feel like I don't know. It's
And I love that
I like-
the beast riding one too.
yeah, the Beast Rider one, which I don't even remember, but I watched it and yeah, I don't even remember, but it's great. I can't wait until they get to the massacre,
Dude,
of
That,
That poor village.
yeah, the poor village. Like
but
if you kill everybody in there, don't you? If you kill Pascal and everybody, it doesn't end.
Yeah, you
also.
have to.
I
kill
never did it
everyone
'cause-
in the village.
I never did it because I'm not a horrible human. So
Literally every single
Or Android.
man, woman, and child robot in there must
Yeah.
die.
that one's gonna be. I can't wait to see what they do with that one. Is it just gonna be already cut and they're already dead in the background, and then 2B's about to kill like Pascal or whatever, and then okay, like 2B no.
to be no. A lot of it's to be no.
Yeah.
Not
Um,
to be. Ah.
Dude,
Eh.
no, but that second episode with because I think
Yeah,
I've
the
heard that's a
robot.
side story, right?
In what?
Where did I hear that from? I think
I'm
I read
sure it
that robot is a side story, but I forget where it was. And then they were super excited. Is it DLC side? Is it DLC story?
In Nier Automata? I don't think there's DLC stories in Nier Automata.
I read
think
something
there's
DLC
there's
story.
like
There's
challenges.
the Coliseum.
Yeah, the
which has a little bit
Coliseum.
of a story.
What am I?
I guess
I
that's-
could swear I
I
saw
never played it,
something, but that someone's
It
mentioned
might,
that. But
it
either,
might be one of the various little stories that are in like the fucking world guide or the
right, because
fucking-
someone was like super excited
Well,
about that. But either way,
in the original Nier, there's a little bit of something with that kinda.
There's a
okay.
little fuckery going on.
But
Some fuckery.
dude,
Some fuckery.
that was not only was that ballsy to like spend half the episode not on the characters you spent
Yeah.
the first episode on.
Almost all of them. All of it. Like even when they show up, they're just there to do action. They don't really flesh out the characters. They just
Right, on the
go
second
there.
episode.
The second episode is focusing entirely on a robot. That's pretty much it.
And
pretty
it's
much. Like-
it's and you know
That's the second
like
episode. That's not like halfway through the season or whatever. It's literally the second episode.
yeah, and if you play this game, in fact, if you catch on to like cues enough, you're like, yeah, I already know where this is going. I'm not gonna like it, and sure enough,
No.
it goes exactly where it's going. You don't like it, and it's
No,
just not
perfect.
happy.
It's great visual storytelling because there's really no dialogue either. It's kind of
It's
a little
tragic.
bit, but it's
It
yeah.
really,
I lulled.
yeah. When you saw the teeth, yeah, you were like, oh lol.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, your face is like, oh,
Yeah.
what was that? Someone tell me what
yeah.
that was. Yeah, no,
I had no idea what it was, but still.
that because I have this like a fond memory of Nier in like certain moments, but obviously that game is so long. And it's in the further you get away from it.
Yeah, you play it once, like you need to really like play that game multiple times. I mean, I guess you didn't play one. You know what I mean? You play
Yeah.
it the
When
full
you play
story
through
once.
the whole thing
Yeah,
multiple
yeah,
times
yeah.
to like really digest everything, but like this is giving you
Same thing with the original Nier also, which is the problem. The only problem I still haven't finished Replicant because you have to get all the weapons to get the final. You have to do it to get the final ending, but you also have to do that to also get the secret ending, the new ending. It's not secret. It's fucking the new ending that's new to Nier Replicant, and like I don't know, like trying to find all the weapons is like.
you're just a guide, right?
Yeah, I use a guide, but it's still like really. I don't know why. I just don't like looking at a fucking. All right, so it's here. I don't know why. I hate having to look up shit to progress in a game.
Those things, yeah. So a
That's why I don't
Drakengard,
play adventure games anymore. Like adventure games, I'm like done. Like the new Monkey Island's great. I know I'm gonna have to look up shit to figure out puzzles. And I'm like, I just don't want.
so
it.
like,
It's just-
and this is contrary to my thing with no hints, but like with those things, I'm not digging around. So like Drakengard 1 and 3, I got a guide.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
no,
nope,
no.
walk me
Fuck
through an
that.
FAQ. I'm getting through that. I'm not.
I remember
not-
that being really fucking. I want to say I had the strategy guide for Drakengard 1. I'm pretty sure I did. But it's really fucking annoying when you have to look up. Like it's cool to find collectibles and that's it, but like when it has to, you have to get
Yeah, shitty
the
game.
actual story. Yeah, Nier fucking sucks. I'll rip this fucking shelf down while I'm on Nier shit now.
Yeah,
Fucking
I
piece of
might go
shit,
through
make a
Nier
bonfire and burn it.
I might go through
Hell
Nier
yeah.
soon.
I
I mean,
I would really suggest you just play Nier Replicant.
I was actually no, I was actually enjoying regular Nier. I just got
I'd
distracted.
still suggest you play Nier Replicant. I really would, but I guess it's up to you.
Yeah, I might want to play multiple times.
You just don't you don't have enough time to finish two of the same, pretty much the same games, except you get an extra ending. I guess you might appreciate it more in the long run, but like it's also been like 13 years since I played that game, so like I'm not gonna remember everything about that game. I
Yeah.
remember the story of Nier is simple enough for me to remember most of it.
Sure.
It's I mean
Um,
there's more to it, but it's a very still like
Sure.
You'll see.
Yeah,
I feel like I feel like it's much more simple because there's not as much going on as like
It's-
maybe Nier Automata. is.
Yeah, I was saying Nier Automata
Because I
goes
feel like-
nuts, but
Yeah. Yeah, Nier does too, but like you'll.
I think
I-
where I'm at though is that I felt this way with a lot of games I just find special, like with Persona and then like Automata, where I just immediately want to play through the game again. And I think having a super new game plus essentially version
Yeah.
of that game is kind of nice to look forward to. Like, oh, we really got a big copy of this.
Ooh, I got it. Good copy, yeah.
Yeah, speaking of, I don't know where my White Snow edition ever went, but whatever, I guess.
Yeah. I
Um,
don't know.
all right,
Weird as fuck.
Last of Us.
Did you watch this, David, or no?
No.
Of course not.
Are you gonna?
Again, I was waiting to just binge it all at some point.
Just watch it weekly. What the fuck?
No, I hate watching shit weekly.
I don't care. I don't care what you like. Fucking watch it.
No.
Have you watched The Boys?
Watch it.
No.
Have you watched The Boys? Yeah,
No.
that's done. No
I'll
excuses.
get to that one eventually.
Have you watched
to-do
all
list.
of? Did you watch the rest of Castlevania?
No, it's not yet. I still got to do that. Still need to watch
That's
Invincible.
been like a year and a half, so there's no.
Yeah.
Excuse.
No, it's all right. Invincible, you have a solid 11 months
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, Invincible. And that's only 8 episodes. So that's not even a fucking excuse.
Last of Us is fucking incredible.
It's great. I wouldn't say incredible.
I'm personally just loving.
It's pretty great, but
I'm loving everything about it so
I'm,
far.
I'm
I think.
holding off on incredible right now because
Until
I've been
they
burned.
fuck it up.
I've been burned for before.
Yeah, no,
I'm
and
not,
that's
I'm not gonna be burned again. No. So
I
far, it's really great though. There's a couple things I'm not 100% with, but
like what
I thought
Joel and Ellie don't look
Yeah.
like the characters, you
yeah.
know.
Sarah's not white. I'm sure some people said that. But Pedro's not white either. So it's like, I mean, at that point, what the fuck? But no, I like the Ellie actress. I think she's really good. There's just something about her. It just doesn't. She doesn't. It's not even that she doesn't look like Ellie. I think she's maybe just too old. Like I look at her and I
Sure,
don't know
I
how
could
old
s-
she is. She looks too old to be like 13, 14.
Granted, it'd be really hard to find.
And I don't believe her all the time. I think she's really good. But
She's 19.
all right, there you go. Where I mean, to be fair, Ashley Johnson was like probably in her 20s. when she
27.
did Ellie. Yeah. But also, that's a voice where you can age. her
Here's the
down,
thing.
obviously.
Here's the thing.
But,
Well, I say this as if I want this to happen. I don't. But whenever they adapt part 2, which they're going to, because this show is
I could see Neil Druckmann going, okay. We want
Someone-
this to be successful, right?
someone, please God, at HBO, tell that man no.
All right.
Tell
and
him
as a
no.
show- hey,
Say
the way
don't.
the way this show is adapting the story, I could see that working as long as you change a couple things around.
Now
'Cause
here's
I never played the game all the way, but I've seen the entire story.
now
And to the point, I've seen all the dialogue and stuff.
sure.
I could see that working, especially if you do it where it's like, maybe don't. I don't want to spoil it.
No, fuck it.
Everybody
Sorry,
knows
Last
it,
of Us
but-
Part 2 spoilers.
All right, the Joel thing you can make work. You can make it
You
so
can.
that Joel dies. You can
100%.
totally have him die, even early in the game if you want, or in the show, I guess, because the game's already out. You can't fuck that up anymore. But I just don't think you could make it all about everybody hates everything. 'Cause
No.
that entire game is depressing, and Ellie is completely unlikable, and Abby, good lord, they try to make you like her. Oh, look, she loves her doggy, and she likes Lev, and she likes all these people. Even though
Ooh,
they
she's
hate
getting
her.
sex. Everyone likes sex.
Yeah, she getting fucked by the guy that's cheating on his pregnant wife. That's great. And she's willingly doing it, so that's kind of fucked up too. She's not likable. She's really not likable, which is unfortunate because I really like Laura Bailey. I think she's great.
How they go?
And
How
She gives a really good performance, but she's so unlikable, and you spend half the game with her, and you don't like Ellie anymore because Ellie is not the same character anymore. Which I get it, a
Dude.
few years, but you think like a few years of like chilling out for the most part. I get it. The Joel thing really brought her down. I'm not talking about his death, but like the reveal of like
Yeah, the ending.
of part one. Part one. Part one, by the way. Part one.
They're considering
It's
part
part
3
one.
though, so
It's
get
part
ready.
one. There will be a part 3. I assure you there will be. And you're gonna play as. Let me guess. I'm gonna say you're gonna because someone has
Velma.
to get. You're gonna play as Velma. No, you're gonna play as a
Hitler.
No, you're gonna play as fat
Albert.
And Albert.
Fat
I said
Geralt.
it first.
No, Fat Geralt.
Here's
Do
the
you
thing.
remember Fat Geralt? Everybody made a big thing.
First
deal out of
off,
him. Do you no? I'm asking you a question. Do you remember Fat Geralt? That became a meme
No.
for a little while. He's the one. Do you remember the part where Lev gets knocked the fuck out at one point? She or what did he identify as? I don't remember now. He or she? I don't fucking know. They get knocked out. Bam! And it's like some fat dude that looks like Geralt from The Witcher. Everybody was like, "Yeah!" and it became a big meme. Look up Fat Geralt. Everybody loves Fat Geralt. All
so
my homies love Fat Geralt.
first off, Bruce Straley isn't getting credits in this, which
Yeah,
is actually
that was bullshit.
that's actually bullshit.
It's actually
because
bullshit, yeah.
I'll stand on this hill. I have no idea, but I'm gonna stand on this hill. I think he was a large reason why Last of Us 1 was so universally acclaimed and Part 2
I'm gonna
wasn't.
say, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say that Neil Druckmann was still at that time, like reserved when it comes to like his storytelling.
No,
He was a little bit more reserved.
no.
And he saw the success. No, I'm not even gonna say Bruce Straley was the reason because I don't think did he co-write it. I don't think he did.
Yeah,
It
no.
was
He co-created
it-
everything, but here's the thing. Here,
because Neil Druckmann, because co-creator doesn't always mean writer. Also.
here's
Um,
what I say that though. I think Neil Druckmann is a great writer, but he needs someone to tell him
He's a
no.
pretty good director too.
He needs
directed
some. Oh,
Neil-
he did really good. Yeah.
yeah,
Shout out to him.
I mean,
but
yeah.
but he needs someone to tell him no. That's the issue. Is he has a lot of these ideas and he just goes with it, and because he's top up there, no one's offsetting him, so no one tells him no. So he had all these wild ideas they did with Part 2, and they could have worked. Like the idea and the idea behind Part 2 could have worked, but it needed refinement and needed someone to tell him no at certain spots. So I agree. I don't dislike Part 2 because of what happened to Joel. They can make that happen. They can make it work. But the thing that really drug down that as well was that we had spent so long without these characters. You can't just do that right out the gate
yeah.
and expect it to
Well,
really work.
The marketing also lied straight up.
Yeah, marketing
Like,
lied because we want to
gonna
get
be-
these characters. We haven't
Dude,
been with these
literally,
characters.
The reveal trailer was Ellie obviously pissed about something, and then Joel comes in and says like, "What's up? What's up? What's going on, girl?" And she's like, "I'm fucking upset." That's actually the
Now,
dialogue.
granted,
and that's the reveal trailer. I get it. So that game was probably barely even fucking a concept at that point, most likely. But
it was the
because it was 4
misdirects
years
later on.
Wait a second.
The misdirects later on where
Yeah, no,
they
the Mr.
replaced.
That's not. Yeah, no, I was gonna talk about it. Where they had the trailer where like it looks like Joel's there, except it was actually what's his name, Jesse or whatever.
They
It
replaced
was like,
the.
who was, by the way, was like I think his name was Jesse. He was like the only likable character.
Yeah.
I remember. And then
kill
he
him,
gets
bucket.
fucking shot in the face. It's like, all right,
Not allowed to have
Cool.
No.
Well, no, Tommy was still likable, especially when he went on his fucking Rambo fucking murder spree, which was pretty
Nah,
good.
I want
until
to see
he gets
him in the
his ass beat.
show
And then
fucking do
He
that.
gets shot in the back of the face. I'm like, come on now. There's no way his ass is alive. Come on. Like, I get he gets shot like here, but it looked like he should have been dead.
Yeah, but no,
Or at least really fucked up. I mean, he lost an eye, I guess, but that's pretty good considering he got shot in the back of the head.
right. But you can't take away. Oh well, first I would say the reveal trailer actually like I saw some people kind of hinting at that would happen because when they show
he's a ghost and
they
shit.
see
It's
well
so
they see
lame.
his
It's
first
really
well his
lame.
first shot. The entire game
Yeah,
was
he
lame though.
comes
So
out
who the
of
fuck
white,
cares?
but-
Who the fuck
yeah.
cares? Like the whole game was lame, so that could have totally been it. But
Yeah, I
you
don't think
can't these characters everyone bonded with and loved them. You can't come back 7 years later, bring them back and literally take it away. Like no, like that
Yeah.
that
They
does
didn't
not
even have
work.
A scene together until we get the flashback.
That does not work. Like that doesn't work. It would have. Here's what would have worked. You keep them together, or you can make it like a thing where he gets kidnapped and you work towards that or something, and then you see the flashbacks. You really build back towards wanting him,
I wanna
and then
say-
take some. You just
I
can't
wanna
do it in the
say
beginning.
Angry Joe came up with this, where they kill Tommy instead, which I don't want that either. But they kill Tommy instead because Tommy takes the rap for Joel because they like you don't.
And then
just-
both of them go for
Yeah.
revenge.
Yeah, and they go for revenge. And if
Yeah.
they want, Joel can die along the way
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I'll take that.
And then the revenge thing is really put because they're trying to do revenge bad. That's why at the end, she doesn't kill Abby.
That's so cliche at the end, though.
And then they do the flashback where he has the guitar. He's like,
Hey, what's up, baby? You shouldn't do that.
I'm like, yeah, how come he did flashback for all the other people she killed?
Yeah. That
How
would
about
be
the other
cliche,
people?
but
How about the guy that was Manny, the guy that spits on him and calls him a bendejo or whatever the fuck? Come on, a puto or whatever the fuck he says. I don't know. He says a bad word.
no.
He's a
So
bad
like,
man. He spits on our genocidal monster, man.
I don't
But-
care if they killed Joel, but they can't do it at the beginning. It doesn't because the entire idea of stakes is no longer there, right? Like you're not building towards anything because the worst thing or the climax of everything that happens happened at the beginning. The thing that you would hate to happen already happened. So what the fuck are we doing everything else for? And the pacing was fucking atrocious. You go through the whole like
bad.
entire game length.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was like the end of the game. That could have been the end of the game right there. The entire way you got through there, and
That's
then all the
about
way
where I stopped playing.
and then
That's
go all the way to
about-
the beginning, do it
yeah.
again. Like, what the fuck? I don't want to fuck. And then you do it with less likable characters.
Yeah.
Do all
fuck,
that shit
you kill-
again, less likable. And
kill
then you do
all
that
the
again.
friends.
Then you do that
Yeah.
again. And then you know what? All right, now there's a whole other like epilogue chapter that's also like multiple hours long. I swear to God, I was like, holy shit, this game is still fucking going.
Of course. It's a
Holy
cycle
fuck.
of violence. It's a cycle of violence.
That game was way too fucking long.
It's
And
cycle of violence.
so like my ideal, we haven't got confirmation like what this what this season is it gonna end on the end of part one, in which case
There's a shot in one of the at the end of the first episode. They say in the weeks coming, and you could tell one of the shots is him in the hospital going after
Fuck.
Ellie.
all right.
So I mean, there's also a shot in the trailer where it's right after obviously what happens with David because he's like holding her like.
oh right, I forgot about that.
So that's real close to the end. So
Yeah.
it'd be kind of weird if they end the season
Well,
with literally like an hour left of the game.
no, that's unfortunate. But I guess
Right.
that kind of leads to where we're at, where Neil Druckmann had an interview where he talked about they're not doing any more Uncharted, which I think there's rumors that another studio is picking up Uncharted though,
Yeah, Santa Monica, I think it is.
which
or
is fine.
something.
Like that, Santa Monica's a great studio though.
I know.
um,
Is it Santa Monica?
Yeah, it was
No,
a
'cause that's the God of War
California.
guys. Yeah, it's a different version of Santa Monica.
Um,
I want more Uncharted, and I'm willing to let
Die.
somebody else work on it. I'm willing to die. I'm willing. Well, of course, but I'm willing to see what someone else will do. But I'm a little worried that it's going to end up just being like Uncharted greatest hits with a different character.
Carts. Samuel's
Yeah,
gonna finally get
It
it.
won't have the same soul as.
No, it'll be Uncharted Carts
To be
finally.
fair, Uncharted 4 did not have the same soul because Neil Druckmann was like, we gotta make Uncharted a little darker. Like, what the fuck? Like, stop, please
Yeah.
stop. Don't put your
Um,
lives in the shit. I know you worked on some of the other Uncharted games, but goddamn, come
Yeah,
on.
no,
now.
I'm.
He was the director of Uncharted 4. I'm like, come on. I mean, it was really more visual. Like, it was darker. Like, it was way more grimier. Like, to the point where you look.
Well, look at the
box
cover.
arts look
Yeah.
at the box arts of all three of the games, and then
There's
look at
always
the
like
fourth box
happy
art.
dark, and then also
He's like, I'm dark,
brooding. Yeah.
decent. I mean,
Um,
it has a lot of fun moments. I'm not
sure.
saying it doesn't.
Um,
like,
But
But
that-
I will say, A Lost Legacy was really good. So if that's like the kind of stuff to expect, then I probably like A Lost Legacy more than I like Uncharted 4.
so
So-
and the other part of the interview, he said that he's not going to adapt anything in the show that's not in the games, like not something completely like out. Obviously, we have like those
Yeah.
those tidbits of the world, but nothing like obscenely off track. So part 2 is next
Yeah.
season if that happens, which means that Bella Ramsey can look older because she is older.
Yeah. Because she's
But-
actually 19, which is what Ellie is in part 2.
Yeah, but please God, someone please change that story because no, it's not gonna work.
I think they won't change. They'll do the exact same thing they did here.
He's gonna
where they'll
die.
We'll move things around and change a little bit.
Move it
but it's
around.
Still gonna be the same.
That's all I fucking want. Move that shit around because that does
Hey,
not
he'll die
fucking
in
work.
He'll die in episode 2.
He'll die in the prologue.
They will use a golf club for the memes. They'll use I don't know.
Tennis
they'll
racket.
Just, you know what? If they could actually make a big change if she doesn't just like fucking.
What if
torture
Ellie
them.
died?
Oh, what if I died? I'd sacrifice myself if Joel could live. I'll do it. I'll martyr
I
myself.
would love to see Pedro
Do
Pascal
it.
go Rambo.
Do it. Martyr me.
Dude,
you know what?
Joel
that's
and
what
Tommy being Rambos in Last of Us would like that'd be fucking
But
badass.
that's the thing. That's what I like about the show, though, is that like in the game, you're straight up like, especially if you're playing like on not the hardest difficulty, you are just fucking Rambo incarnate for the most part. Like at times you have to be like,
Yeah.
bam, bam, boom, boom, throw a brick, bam. Like I like that in here. They haven't fought a single human yet. Like I mean, there's like he beats
Which
the
I'm
shit out of
glad.
one.
Yeah.
He just shot one guy, but that was not a fight. That was literally like just a fucking massacre.
It's
Right.
gonna make the build up, I imagine, to the hospital just that much more intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that also it's gonna be way less crazy. Like in the hospital, you're killing dozens of.
I
dudes.
hope they make it that way.
And
They-
this-
I was gonna
this-
say, we
I
better
assure
still
you-
get that.
If they do the hospital scene, which I'm sure they will, they'll kill that one first guy. You know, the one that's
The
like
Abby's
yeah,
dad?
dick, and then you shoot him in the fucking dick or whatever.
Isn't it Abby's dad?
No, I'm talking about the first guy that's like in terror. I just played the game, so you
The
might not
police
remember.
officer or whatever they are.
No,
that's like the
There's
security guard.
a guy that yeah. I
When
guess
you're
security
first when
guard.
you're first walking.
He's escorting you out, telling
Yeah.
you to go and shit, and then Joel takes his gun, shoots him in the
Dude.
dick, and says, "Where the fuck's Ellie?"
No, I want him to go like full on massacre mode. That'd be fucking.
I'm sure he will, but they'll save it for that moment if it happens.
Yeah,
Like,
well-
I don't think there's gonna be a lot of like moments.
No,
like that
there's
in
not
the
a lot
show.
of human moments, but like those are gonna make those ones really fucked up. I think though.
They also want to make it much more realistic, where gameplay wise, you can kill dozens of people and.
Could you
be
imagine if
perfectly
they
fine
made it
with
just like he's walking through it, just
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Hey, he got-
he could kill like a few.
He got
people.
that
I could see
rifle really early, man.
Just
Just
angry,
saying.
He got that fucking. It was the first gun he had. It was
Yeah,
like,
it's bullshit.
I mean, I guess second playthrough I can have it. Assault
Um,
rifle's not very good in the last one. So.
I like the world building so far. I like everything they're doing with that. And I was iffy on how I felt about the fungus and how that.
Well, no, I
went in.
like that. Immediately when I heard about that, I was like, okay, we'll see.
No, that's what I was saying. I was
And then
iffy on it, but
immediately
like,
when the grandma had the fucking tendril, I was like,
Yeah.
that's fucking, that's creepy.
and then with Tess,
That's
oh,
yeah, Tess, the change with Tess is really good.
I do think I had my one spot of shitty writing happen though, because I hate when this shit happens. It's my actual like, pet
I
peeve.
said it in my reaction. You talk about when he's, it's just I hate when they use flashbacks this way. Is it the part where at the end he's like being held up? And
No,
you
but that was
flashbacks
another
to-
one too. Because
I really, I like just trust your audience a little bit more. You don't need a flashback to the part. We get it. Okay. Oh, he's remembering when his
they
daughter
could've-
was shot. I
they
get it.
could have even done like if they wanted to, like we need to let them know, like they could have done a little more so, like maybe the shot back at the light was that guy instead of seeing him younger. It should have been that, so it was like a little more subtle, so you didn't actually see like, you know what I'm saying, like,
I think they should have just held on his face and let Pedro
Or you
Pascal
hear-
be an actor.
or you hear the voice maybe or something. I don't know, the
Sure.
voice change
Or how
something.
about just hold on his face because literally it happened
Yeah.
30 minutes ago in the fucking episode.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like,
Yeah, no,
it was
we
like
didn't-
40 minutes ago in the episode. We remember when his daughter was killed 40 minutes ago.
Like he's
Like-
repeating it enough, like saying like, you know, like whole like stand still or something. It's like, come on, dude. No. I had my I should say my second thing because I didn't like that, but that was more of a
Yeah,
camera thing, I
yeah.
think, more. But whatever.
No, it's still writing. You have
Yeah,
to write.
yeah.
Like, no,
Yeah,
flashback,
that's fair. That's
please,
fair.
fucking-
No. My other one though is that I hate when something gets explained, and you're like, all right,
Yeah.
that's gonna happen in half an hour.
Oh yeah. The fucking the fungus. And
Yeah, like it comes
I
out
guess
of nowhere,
I-
like they're
I
connected.
don't
Yeah, the
know
fungus
why
goes
they didn't-
underground, so that means
I
if you
don't-
step on it, there's gonna really.
They had the beginning. They had the beginning scene in the second episode where they could have easily made it so that she explained that just in some way. The lady in the fucking past, where she could, they coulda had that-
The reason why we're fucked is because fungus can grow underground and really mess
But
us
I
up
guess
because
it-
it's
I
all
guess-
hive mind.
Yeah, I don't like
It's
that.
still
either.
gonna be
Like,
bad. But I just hate when someone like so on the dot out of nowhere, like Ellie's like they're kind of, yeah. Did you know if you step on one someplace and it can go
yeah,
and
Tess
trigger
is like,
someone
you
else?
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
like,
that's a cool difference.
No,
also,
I like
if you
the
watch
change.
if you watch the behind the scenes, they talk about that's like based on real.
yeah. So that's what they said.
things,
The
like,
thing about doing.
Fungus can interact with each other like for miles away.
Yeah,
pretty
so
much.
they mentioned that they're going. The reason why the change of all that stuff, like versus the spores, was that they wanted to make it more realistic and everything that happens as to
They
like.
also, it seems like they're making the infected way more of a threat. Because like Last of Us, don't get me wrong, they're a threat, but the humans are also like they do the Walking Dead kind of thing, where like humans are a big threat too, like the Ravagers and shit, and of course
Yeah.
David and all that, or whatever they're called.
Yeah, the David.
The
Oh,
Davids.
yeah.
Yeah, fuck you. Piece of shit, huh?
Eh,
Piece of shit, cannibal. Anyway, so
eh.
anyway,
Um,
but also like, what was the group called? Scavengers, something like that. They call them like there was a
Scavengers,
group
I
of
think.
people that kill people and then steal
Yeah.
their shit. You see that a couple times in the game. I think scavengers, raiders.
I really hope we kind of have like a
But they don't have that yet in the show, by the way. That part where they go to where Tess, you know.
I really
Um,
hope we get like some sort of
I
like
wasn't done talking. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. I forgot what I was gonna say. No,
You
that
like-
part where all the people died there. I think it was supposed to be the soldiers killed them, but now it's infected, I believe, right?
yeah
I just played the game again. I'm pretty sure it was soldiers that killed all the fireflies.
yeah.
Here it's actually they got infected, so no soldier part at all.
Mm.
Which
Which
thought was cool.
I'm
So
that
they're
is
trying to get rid of the human aspect of when it comes to the threat as much as possible for the first half, I think, and then make it a big portion of the last
yeah
half,
because
I think,
I'm
my guess.
right because I really hope we get like almost like the road style of like just
Oh yeah,
Mm.
crazy
it's
intense
not
with
quite that dark yet, but
that's what I've been hoping
The
like
road
like the road I wanted to get dark and then like especially when it comes to like protecting you know like we need to go somewhere with that because like the human aspect you can't let them be the enemy too soon because it's just like there's too much balancing. Let the infected be it, then come in with the humans. But what were you thinking too when we were fighting the clicker in the museum? Like fucking just fucking jab,
shoot him
fucking,
in the fucking
no,
yeah,
just
shank him,
fucking
but, like,
shank him.
No,
I wanted to see
no, there was
one.
a-
I wanted to see one. Just
It was just it was the one part where like Ellie made the noise and then the clicker fucking screamed and then Joel shot him in the body. I'm like, why didn't you just aim up a little bit higher? He's literally right there. You have shot him
aim
right
in the aim in
fucking
that
head.
fucking big ass big ass
the
head they got. They
big-
got
the
bigger
thing
head.
That's like the thing that's like almost as big as their body.
Yeah,
Shoot
it's
that thing.
bigger. It's
Yeah,
bigger.
and yeah, exactly. So I thought I said that and a couple people gave me shit. I was like, no, I'm not talking about when they're like a mile away. I get it's hard to fucking aim at a head, especially when they're fucking doing this. But literally, it's like going
Mm-hmm.
2 feet away, and you have a fucking rifle. Boom, boom, boom. There you go, dead. And then you just
And
have to deal
teabag
with the
it.
one clicker. Yeah, and it's teabag, and then you get your balls. beat.
Yo,
You're like,
big
"No."
shouts to the extras doing that though. They got that walk down.
Oh yeah, they fucking nailed it. It was fans of the game supposedly.
Were they?
That's what the- yeah,
Oh,
that's what-
that.
I watched the behind the scenes at the end.
Fuck.
Where they talk about it. Watch the behind the scenes at the end. It's
Okay.
really good. Yeah,
Damn, I would have
they got
killed
people
for
that
that.
were like legit fans of the game, so they knew how to move as clickers. Really.
That'd have
good.
been sick.
The only thing I'm worried about, and I mean, it wouldn't really be a big problem, but I have a feeling we're not going to see a lot more of those, like throughout the rest.
I was hoping
We
you were
saw that
going.
one shot, the one shot in the trailer of the bloater, and I think this maybe going to be 2 more.
Well, they
clickers.
mentioned they gave another hint of that, saying, "I weren't there like infected out here that were like big, all big and like." I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, but we see it in the trailer.
Yeah.
So they already
Um,
spoiled that. So
I
the
thought you
trailer
were.
ends with a bloater. I couldn't remember the name of it too.
I
but
thought
I'm
you were
like,
gonna
what
go
the
with a
fuck are they
joke there. I was like, I really don't think we're gonna see any more of Tess anymore.
calling it? Yeah, I don't think. I think Tess is dead. Well, actually, no, that might not be true. I have a feeling we'll see a flashback.
I think she has.
I'm pretty sure every episode will start with a flashback. At this point.
I think yeah, and I hope that's the way. I think
That'd be cool.
I could have sworn I saw credits for more than 2 episodes, which is why I was like a little surprised she
Oh, I
died.
didn't. Oh, okay. There
I
you
think.
go.
But
it should be in the. You know what? Next is Bill and Frank. I bet the beginning will be
them
Bill
meeting.
and Bill and Frank meeting, but also it'll go through like maybe the relationship between them and Joel. And,
I think
Tess.
it's gonna be a Joel and Tess flashback and building
Right.
how close they were actually together, and then you see why Joel's so pissed the fuck off at Ellie.
Yeah, no, I think the next episode is Bill and Frank though.
Yeah.
Like actually, and I think the next episode's 80 minutes long. So.
And,
It's a long
was it
episode.
the next episode? I forget what it was, but I also heard people say that the third episode of Last of Us is like one of the episodes of just like that's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get to see Bill and Frank. Fuck.
I'm not excited for what's the kid's name?
Sexy. Oh.
Michael. Am I
Mike
blank?
Wazowski.
Michael Wazowski. Yeah.
I'm
Wait,
blank on the kid and his brother.
Sam and Henry.
Sam and Henry. Why was I thinking Michael?
Yeah. Well, that's not gonna be in probably until like 5 or 6.
I know, but I'm excited for that one. That's gonna be a tough episode.
I can't wait.
I'm watching with someone
They made
that's
one change I heard about those characters. That's all I'll say. You'll see when we get there.
younger.
No, you'll see. I'm
Oh.
not gonna say anything
Um,
else. I'm gonna keep you in suspense.
Who I'm watching the show with someone that's never ever even heard of the game. So it's like I know, you don't know, but
You
I
should
know.
tell them this game.
Everything
this is
works
based-
out.
This is based on a game called
Super Mario Brothers.
Super Mario. it's
fungus.
Yeah, fungus. There you go. That's the Goomba. That's and then when
It's a Goomba.
when the bloaters show up, that's hey, that's King Koopa. Right
Yo,
there. Like King Koopa, isn't he a turtle? What?
Played by Chris Pratt and Seth Rogen. And
It's, Mario
Jack
Lopez
of the
or
Black.
why the fuck am I
Jack
blanking?
of
Who's
the
who's the fucking Rager kid? The one that lit his apartment on fire with the firework.
Speed.
I show speed. Yo, shout outs. His nose does actually look like a Goomba.
Yeah, it does. That's what Mr. Pac-Man said.
Yeah.
It did look like.
It did.
It looked like you know those Reese's like Christmas tree shaped
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, they never look like trees. They always
Right.
look like
Yeah, it
fucked up
does. It
noses.
does.
There
Um,
you go. That's
so-
what I'm gonna bite off his nose, bro. Come here.
Hey, also
me a
shout outs to
Reese's
the infected extra that got to kiss Tessa. I forget the actual.
Yeah, I saw Anna Torv.
Yeah,
She was in Heavenly Sword.
Fringe.
the video game. Yeah, in Fringe.
she was
And
awesome.
also, she was also in a show that came out recently that I heard is good, and now I can't remember what it is. whatever.
I'm glad she got a lot of screen time and everyone like loved her. Like every reaction just really fucking loves Tess, which is great.
Yeah,
She's
they
awesome.
should. She's great.
And I'm also glad they.
I will say though, I can't think of a joke. Continue. I'll think of something to say that's controversial.
I was gonna say that I'm glad that they expanded that there are like I mean I know the game pretty much said it but didn't say it was that and they got like a troubled relationship but they're romantic partners.
Could
but
have
this
used
one's
more
like
tongue.
they're
Okay,
like
I got it.
they're together.
Does that count as tongue? The
little
force of
fungus?
tentacles.
Yeah.
Get in there. That's hot.
What was your interpretation? Was it that
that's
she
hot.
froze because she was scared, or did she froze?
No, she was afraid. Well, she had to stay there too because she has to fucking blow them
Sure.
all up. Also, I think she was afraid because why the fuck would why would, even Joel was afraid when there was a fucking clicker there, and he's I would assume maybe a little bit more hardened than Tess. She also got kind of afraid. Like they made her a little bit more realistically human in this than in the game. Where
Sure.
like we even have in the first episode her with the fucking fighting going on, she just like kind of curls up
Yeah.
in a ball. But she's still tough. Like
She's
even
still a
in that-
badass.
in that interrogation.
Oh, that
like,
was a
she's-
great scene.
That was great. That was a good.
And I love that scene with her and Joel, where she's like,
But I
I
also
know,
think
I told
them not rushing towards her is because she was infected. So I
yeah,
assume
that's
they
what I
got
was thinking.
some-
Was that it was kind of like a like, but I thought that her freezing was also kind of like her like not like kind of like that
But
talk.
I
with-
want to say. I want
I
to say
would
even
s-
if you're infected, they will still attack you though. Like I want to say that's
No,
in the
no. So
lore,
what it was, yeah. So what it was in that interview that thing I mentioned with that was that because you're docile with them because you're not attacking them, and that's why it was just so like not.
Sure, okay.
It wasn't violent. It was like all right, you're one of us.
Yeah, sure, that makes sense.
Yeah, dude. And last thing I'll say, I love that fucking conversation with Joel and Tess where it was like
Why did it
Now, I told
immediately
them-
go for the mouth though? Why not the eye?
because
That'd be
whole.
That'd be hotter. How about the nostril?
Oh.
If it was I show speed, that's a big nostril.
But
That's bigger than
I
mouth,
love
bro.
I love that conversation where it was I told
about
Robert
the butthole?
you wouldn't kill him or you wouldn't hurt him very much, but I do want you to hurt him very much.
Yeah,
That was a good line.
Yeah, no, it was sexual thoughts.
With the butthole.
Yeah. If
David,
that
are you-
was the end for her
David, are you a
character,
fan of
I'd
the
be like,
butthole?
what the what the fuck? If that thing started just like,
That's some
So-
boy shit.
what the fuck?
David,
That you know what? That is a cliche I don't like.
the butthole.
I feel like I see that. Yeah, the butthole. No, the fucking the lighter that won't light until like literally.
But
the
then
last
we
second.
say that, but then try lighting those things every once in a while. Sometimes they
Sure,
just do
and
that.
also it's the apocalypse. I still don't like it though. Not really a hate on this show. Like they did it probably the best I've seen it. But like
Set
it's not
pieces are
even-
great.
It's not even the lighter. It's just anything that's like, oh, it worked perfectly fine before. I feel like there's something recently that had that where like the lighter. Oh, it was the Uncharted movie. They had that, which is fucking hilarious actually. The Uncharted movie literally had a lighter that wouldn't light until like the perfect moment where it finally lit, and he lit like a cannonball or some
For
shit.
sure.
Like,
Um,
yeah. Did you see an Uncharted movie? That literally, I mean, I don't know why
No.
you would. You never played the games.
I
But,
also heard it was shit.
It was shit. It had its moments, I guess, but as a fan of the games, I was not amused. As a fan of dumb shit, it was all right. Like it was appropriately stupid, but not
Hell
like
yeah.
Uncharted fun stupid, where with great characters. It was just like, oh, they're flying two pirate ships as they fire cannonballs at each other. That's fucking stupid. All right. I guess I appreciate this being fucking stupid. They play the fucking theme once in the entire movie. Actually, no, that's not true. They play it twice. They have a really great Nolan North cameo in it though.
Dude, and last thing for sure
And I'm
is
really upset that that movie succeeded. God damn it.
we're getting another one.
Yeah, I mean it did really well, so I would not be surprised.
I'm glad that the flashbacks are working so well like that. The very first shot of the show with the TV show,
Yeah,
so good.
got-
Set the
got-
fucking tone immediately.
Got our boy John Hannah, who's in the Mummy. It's like We Lose. Okay, he's great.
And it was so somber. It was like I loved it. That was a great way to do that. And then
Yeah.
and then the flashback of the second episode was just as good.
Yeah, that one was really good. I probably like that one a little bit more because that's like the realistic. Not that the
So
news
what do
one's
we
not
do?
Realistic. Yeah.
Bomb.
So just bomb everything, and then she's just like, I just want to go home to my.
Bomb. Yeah. Can I?
family.
I'm gonna go see
Even
him.
though she's gonna die with her family, she wants to be there because she's gonna get bombed too. She's not gonna get special treatment. So
Do you think that was what was on the radio? Of the
I did episode 1.
whenever in that watch shop
Oh yeah, probably.
that they were bombing, and that's why she was freaking out. Like, nope.
Yeah, probably. Either that or it was just a like there's an infection going on.
Yeah,
Maybe
because
not
I was
even
thinking
bomb.
of bomb, but then I feel like there would have been a lot more talk about that
Yeah.
stuff with
Yeah, and
everyone
also
else.
like if they were freaking out that much, no, they wouldn't let people know about the bombing because they want people to stay there, right? 'Cause
Hey,
it's
stay there. You're
infected,
fine. You're fine. You're
Yeah.
fine.
They would. I would assume they would just bomb and not fucking because you don't want people to escape and then infect everybody else, right? So
Yeah.
But I guess that kind of happened anyway because the military was there. That's the only reason why Joel and Tommy survived, I guess, because they didn't drive up to the blockade with the military. So
Right.
obviously, because the military fucking
God,
killed Sarah.
and fantastic. They killed the fucking shot in the car or in the truck.
yeah, it was great. I
Fucking
wish it
killed
was
it.
all a tracking shot. It wasn't all like they cut a couple times, but that's fine.
Yeah.
It's good. I was like hoping. Did you ever see Children of Men?
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. Those
Yeah,
those
yeah. I
fucking
was
shots
hoping
are
they'd do that.
amazing.
And like Children of Men is a little bit more complicated because you have to have the stunts outside and stuff. And there's don't get me wrong, there is like people running around and stuff, but like you have motorcycle stunts and shit. And like I was hoping they'd just do that, but for the most part they did. But yeah, I like the little changes there too. I like the little changes. Nothing has been crazy detour wise when it comes to story, which I'm glad.
I like
hope
Nier.
that stays near, far, wherever you are. Well, near like
It's
they
gonna,
have new
though, you
characters,
know.
But like the third episode was fucking just straight up exactly like pretty much exactly like it was in the game. Yeah,
Dude.
they're further into the story than I was expecting too. If there's gonna be 26 episodes, because they're doing one in A and B routes as one, because it'd be a little weird if they didn't.
All right. So what news are you guys gonna talk? Because I think I'm gonna dip to go.
I don't really want to talk about news, honestly. Like we could talk about the Xbox thing real quick, but that's like it.
David, I
what
know
talk about
you
news.
want to talk probably about a couple things, or
Yeah, I mean it's already like almost 1 o'clock, and I got to get to work in a few hours, so I guess we can just say fuck the news.
Yeah. Well, how about let's talk about Xbox real quick. Like
Speed
fucking-
running,
I
Gore.
mean, it's real quick anyway. There's 5 games to talk about. All right, so the Xbox presentation happened yesterday, the Direct Developer Direct, which I hope they do more of because it was pretty good. I liked it. But okay, so they only showed 5 games. They said ahead of time 4 games, but then in the beginning of the stream they were like, oh, 5 games. It's like what? And let's talk about the 4 games that they were showing ahead. Like they announced that they're going to show. And then we'll talk about the surprise game at the end. They showed they started off with Forza, or they started off with they started off with Forza, right?
Yeah, it was Forza.
Yeah. Okay, so Forza Motorsport, the new one, it's just called Forza Motorsport. I didn't even watch the 4K gameplay, and watching it in 720p is not really helpful on a stream. But it looked like it's probably really good. I don't know. I'm not really. If I'm playing Forza, I'm playing Horizon. I'm not playing Forza Motorsport. Period. I'm sure it'll be a good showpiece, but
Yeah.
not really my thing. I'm sure it's great. Reflections, nice. 10 out of 10. What was after that? Minecraft Legends, I think? Which every time
Yeah, it was Minecraft Legends.
All right, so Minecraft Legends was also shown. We've seen a lot of that before. Every time I see it, I feel like it keeps like changing genres to me. Like at first I thought it was like just a straight up like role playing game, but I guess it's more of like almost like a MOBA game. I guess maybe they're just showing the multiplayer. We weren't really paying attention. I'm not really 100% into
No.
Minecraft. I didn't even play Dungeons, and that's more my type of game anyway. Dungeon crawler, but I'm sure it'll be fine. What's the next game they showed? Oh, no, they showed Elder Scrolls Online, which I do not care about. New stuff coming. They did a whole direct.
And they're gonna do
based
more.
on. No, they did already.
Oh.
They did a direct right after a developer direct. It was right after, to show more, and I'm sure they'll do more. But they said they had a direct right after.
Sure.
That was separate. And then the last thing they showed was Redfall, which I'm excited for. They gave a release date finally. I guess
I'll
they
try
gave a
it.
release date.
It's gonna be on Game Pass. I'll try it, but I'm not.
I like the abilities. I like the idea where it's like kind of like an open world kind of, and you kind of like explore each one of these houses almost and like loot them in a way. I like that. It's almost like if you made like an arcadey version of like State of Decay. It seems like, and yeah, obviously it's vampires instead of zombies. Like
Sure.
it looks like it's like a big-ish open world. I think it looks like they have a map and stuff, and you can like mark places to go. It seems cool. And Arcane makes great games, as David would know, because he like Deathloop.
Fantastic game.
Yeah. So I mean, we should play that. We'll see. But it's gonna be Game Pass, so you don't need to buy it. But it looks fun.
I'll play it.
Of course. I mean, it's Game Pass. We might as well try it at least. But the big game that got announced, I think the runaway hit of the show. I think
Is
it's
this
easy to say.
the first time Microsoft Shadow dropped something on their own?
Well, it's definitely the first time they announced the game and then Shadow dropped it. That's 100% the case. Only Nintendo usually does that, and that's usually the indie shit anyway. And maybe Sony. I think Sony did that with what the fuck was that one game? It was like a dolphin game. I remember. You remember that game? It was like it looked like Rez except with dolphins. I don't know why I remember that game.
Narwhal?
No, not Narwhal. It was like Juniper and something. I
Oh,
forgot what it's
Jupiter
called.
and
Jupiter. Yeah, that was. I think I don't know if it was announced, but that was like Shadow Drop. I remember
Yeah,
that
that
was
was-
like and besides that,
Nintendo.
maybe
Oh,
some-
well, yeah, Nintendo's still the only one that published. I
did-
think was the Stretchers. That was a Nintendo published game that was Nintendo published and posted, but it was like
Oh no!
there's-
Also, what was that one game made by the Kirby developers? It was like
Oh.
UFO something.
and it was like yeah.
Yeah. UFO air.
Yeah, they do
Yeah,
every once in a while, but smaller games. But yeah,
not huge games.
But this is
made
like an
by a
actual,
pretty big
like-
developer. So Tango Gameworks, developers of the Evil Within 1 and 2 and Ghostwire fucking Tokyo, which is still not on Xbox. Give it a couple more months, I guess. That's it. Actually, that's all they made. Well, I guess, and Shinji Mikami, the guy that did Resident Evil 2 things. They make horror games or stuff with scary atmospheres. Ooh, spooky ghosts.
so
ooh,
naturally, where are they gonna go
zombies.
next?
Ooh, funny rhythm game with cute cute robot enemies and funny fridge. There's a fridge in it that's funny and music.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And then everybody goes this. And they party on, bro. I'm sorry, what? where's my big ass shotgun I shoot the witch lady with? The fuck is this? I don't want to play this game. This looks too fucking. This looks stupid. This is worse than everything they've made. But this is the thing. It's pretty fucking good.
Hell yeah.
It's really good. I played about an hour and a half of it. So they announced this game, did a big deep dive on it, about 10 minutes, and then just said, "Fuck it, it's out. We don't care. Get the fuck out of our house." And I was like, I don't know why they didn't save that for the last thing. I don't know why Redfall was the last thing. They should have really saved that, like, end on a high note. Like, yeah, Hi-Fi Rush. I have to keep remembering the name. Hi-Fi Rush. It's out. Play that fucking game.
I mean, it kind of makes sense both ways, but
It looks awesome, and it has JoJo references. It's great. It's great.
oh yeah, we'll talk more about
That's
that
all
next
you
week
need
though, because I'll play it by then.
Yeah, it's great. So that was pretty much the Xbox Direct thing. I mean, not much for me except for the Hi-Fi game. I know Redfall. I'm looking forward to. I'm interested. It's coming out at the worst time though. It's like right before fucking Zelda and.
I keep forgetting Zelda's like right there.
Yeah, it's like the 13th, I think.
Still never
of
finished
May.
Breath of the Wild.
And also, yeah, I guess you don't really need to. And what the fuck else comes out that month? Suicide Squad, but we'll see about that
Battle Pass, baby.
one. Yeah. I feel like there's something else big in May coming out. I cannot remember now.
Isn't it Starfield Q1.
Yeah, well, that's not Q1 anyway, but I doubt it's coming out this quarter. It's supposed to be Q1, or I think it has 1 or 2. I think last time I looked, but
Let's see real quick.
I don't see Starfield coming out this half of the year. Sometime next.
I'm gonna look that up, and then we're gonna end.
That could be like a September game. Like,
Let me see.
I think it's gonna get delayed.
No, I always see is Redfall, Zelda, and Suicide Squad. But
I guess
Street Fighter 6 and Diablo are like at the beginning of June,
Yeah, June is crazy.
and then Dead Island 2 is the end of April.
Is there something that's coming out in May that just doesn't have a tense, like it has like just a release month or something? You know what I mean? Like it says May or something. I swear to God, there was something else coming out.
May.
May. Maybe it's like rumors I'm thinking of. Oh, that's when Elden Ring 2 comes out. That's right.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When is Armored Core 6 going to release date? I mean, it just got announced, but it's supposed
Oh
to.
wait,
come out this year.
E3.
No. How the
Oh,
fuck do
wait.
you know?
All right.
All right, fine.
Thank you for watching, everyone.
Fuck you.
David needs sleep.
No one's here. What if Adrian dies? That's a great question.
It's true. All right, thanks
Imagine
for watching.
They cast Brie Larson as Abby. People would not be happy. I don't think.
Happy Abby.
Sadie Abby.
All right. End and stream. Goodbye.
Goodbye.